walking through the light, head held high, only speaks in volume for you to recognize. A dirty little peddler from the street, but the richest man alive. Wisdom. Cara títere fue, cara títere fue.
Presentando desde las calles de San Antonio, Texas, para todo el mundo, Red Ray, Tarasco Tropical.
Tú fuiste de la que yo me enamoré. Tu sonrisa ilumina de noche y de día. Ojitos de miel, cabello hermoso color de café, piel de caramelo bien suave. El amor que me das, yo me derretiré, yo me derretiré. Pasó en mi camino, esa mujer la que me lleve a mi destino. Le dije a mi compa es la única pa' mí. 6 años después casados con niños, qué vida tan loca. Le dije cariño, te pido perdón de todo. Me dijo te amo, también fui culpable. Difícil amarte los días de antes, pero nuestro amor es un milagro de Dios.
Esa monita linda la que yo enamoré, con rezos y deseos yo la hipnoticé. Mamita chula, ven y dame un beso, abrázame tantito, rico y suavecito. Esa carita blanca pareces angelito, volemos hacia arriba, tú y yo solitos. Esto va para largo hasta el infinito, no hay nada en este mundo que sea más bonito.
Abriste mis ojos un tiempo después, brillante, la vida un día a la vez. Llegaremos al cielo bailando y gozando tú y yo, gozando tú y yo. Cucarama, cara títere fue, cucarama, cara títere fue.
Oh yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. The special Friday edition. Friday edition. Shout out going out to all the Tiger Eye Show family members in the house. We gotta show love. We gotta show love. We gotta show love to everybody out there. Because if it wasn't for all the Tiger Eye Show family members, none of this would be possible. None of this would be worth it. Are y'all ready? Because this is another overdue interview. This young man is taking the industry by storm. This young man is putting out fire like it has never, ever been put out. So without further ado, introduction. After introduction, for my brother from another mother. Shout outs going out to all the Tiger Eye Show family members in the house. Are y'all ready? Because it's showtime. Shout outs going out to Vic Gonzalez. Much love going out to my brother, Vic Gonzalez. In la casa. Vic Gonzalez doing big things. Thank you, Vic. I did not have a chance to get this young man there at the Radio DJ Gala, but we said we're going to schedule, and it is showtime. Also going out to Laura Sanchez. Much love going out to Laura Sanchez. Much love going out to Boral Lopez Jr., Heather Jolina Cantar, Heather's Hot Topics in the house. Arnold Valdez in the house. The karaoke king in the house. Beatriz Rojas, Miss Snip is in the house. Much love. Who else was? My brother Mark May, tuning in all the way from the 806 in the house. Who else was? We have Victoria's Promotions in the house. We have Jennifer La Chismosa in the house. Cielo Azul is in the house. Y'all be following me for Cielo Azul. We have Last of the Dying Breed in the house. So are y'all ready? Let's bring him on. Y'all gotta forgive him. For he wearing a baseball jersey. We did not collaborate like this. So he's wearing a jersey. I'm wearing a jersey. Let's just see what this young man talking about. The one and only Shell Shock's very own Rev Ray. What's going on, big dog?
What's going on? How are y'all? What's going on, Tiger Maes Show? What's going on, Tiger?
Oh man, this is like a huge blessing having you on the show. How you doing? Check it out. He's wearing the Texas Rangers. And I'm old school. I'm old school. Everybody says, why Oakland A's? I go back to the Bash brothers, Canseco and McGuire. I don't think there's never been anybody as good as the Bash brothers, Canseco and McGuire. That's why I'm an A's fan. Why are you a Rangers fan?
Because I grew up in Texas and I loved Nolan Ryan growing up, bro, as a kid.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
Nolan Ryan, my brother worked hard.
That alone.
Yes, he worked hard and he paid some serious coin for that Nolan Ryan busted lip card. Yeah. My brother Mark, he worked hard to get that card. He paid some bucks for it, but yeah, he has that Nolan Ryan.
That busted lip card they were doing for a long time in that Whataburger series of Nolan Ryan. Oh man, bro, I still got him. Back at home in El Paso. Yeah.
Damn.
Sure.
We got more family. We got Cinderella Promotions in the house. Much love going out to Cinderella Promotions. Going out to our brother, Mr. Joe Ojeda, the awesome keyboard player for Selena Quintanilla. Now has his own project. Thank you. Laura Sanchez says, saludo, Rembray.
What on, Laura? How you doing, man? Beatriz, what's up, y'all?
Okay,
I see you.
Started. Who is Rev Ray? And my question is, how and where did you come up with the name Rev Ray?
All right, so Rev Ray. We'll start with the name. I used to be in a group called Rev Ray and the Idle Hands. How we came up with that name was we were hanging out. The way I used to tell it, on stage, It was breakfast, it was coffee, and some of them had beer. You know what I mean? Pancakes. It was all a mix in the morning. We were trying to figure out what to call the band. Right? We didn't have a band name, and we had a trombone player come from the Lost Project, and he used to play with the Toasters. So he came out and he joined the group. So we started singing. You know, he had never heard any of the music, and it was like an oldie soul vibe. That's what we were going with. And he hears me sing, and he said, "Wait! Where'd you guys get this cat?" Right? That was his reaction. And then, man, your voice takes him to church, bro. So when they said that, you know, soul music back in the day in the 50s, right? It was the devil's music. You know what I mean? So they wanted to call me Rev Ray because I take him to church, right? And then to offset the group was to be called And the Idle Hands. So Rev Ray and the Idle Hands. And the name stuck. Rev Ray, everywhere I went, they would just call me Rev. And yeah, that's how Rev Ray became the name, Rev Ray.
Okay. That has always, because Vicky, I'm gonna be honest with you. Vicky V was always telling me, you need to get Rev Ray, you need to get Rev Ray, you need to get Rev Ray. And I'm thinking, I mean, so I thought to myself before I really got to know you, I was like, Rev Ray. I'm like, does she want me to get Catholic or what? I mean, you know, did she want me to turn my Tiger High show around and like bring a preacher on or what? So that's when I was like, okay, what's going on? So that's when I started, you know, doing the Google and YouTube and stuff. And that's when I saw, I'm like, oh, okay, he's a real artist. And then when I saw that you were under Shelly, I was like, okay, this makes sense because Vicky was always, you need to get Reverend, you need to get Reverend. And then I
shout out Vicky.
Yes, I had you at the DJ Gala, but I mean, the seat right beside me was just, everybody was just jumping on it. And I'm like, man, it was safe for Reverend, but I guess not no more.
Hey, we got a better time now, you know? We're everywhere, you know?
Exactly. And speaking of you being under Shell Shock Records, you have a song out with the awesome Annika. Can you let me know about you and Annika and that collaboration that's off the chain?
Yeah, thank you, by the way. So that's the song that got me to get Shelly's ear. I mean, I would see Shelly here and there because I would go to fanfare, and, you know, I went to the premios last year, and, you know, I'd say hi here and there, right? But I never like had a full conversation with her. And at that time, I was working with Anthony Lares, artist development in San Antonio, her cousin. So he said, hey, we're going to have a meeting at Shelly's. I'd like for you to come out. I said, all right, I'll swing by. We went to the studio, and he showed him Traveling Man. And Traveling Man, that's actually the first song I actually produced on my own. I do some production on my own, and I just gave it a go. I worked with what I had at the time, which was GarageBand. You know, so I to a lot of people, it's frowned upon because that's like the smallest grade of like recording equipment. But that's what I had at the time, and that's what I did. And I did the best I could, and I learned how to mix and master on my own, you know, just YouTube, the school of YouTube. And I took it to her, and we played it. And it's funny, she turns around, she listens to the song. And on the left-hand side, I have Jose Rosario, too, on the other side. And, you know, so they're both listening to this jam. And, you know, when it's done, it's funny. You see Shelly turn around with her little feet on her chair, you know what I mean? And, you know, the cool thing is I got good rapport. You know, of course, there's always room to grow, right? And I think that she saw potential in me. And the song alone, it was written for a boy part and a girl part. And that's kind of like what I went with. You know, I said, let me write her part, you know, and she came in and we said, hey, let's see if Annika will take on this. And she heard it, she liked it, and we grew. Hey, what's going on? Speaking of Annika, she's on there. What's up? How you doing? What's going on, sis? So she got on, and man, you already know. Everybody should know how flawless Annika is. So the combo right, was just amazing. Now at the time, Annika wasn't there; it was just an idea. But Jose gets up and he said, "Man, that was magical." And I said, "What?" And it was a great feeling because at that time, I wasn't trying to. I mean, I'm always trying to move forward in the music biz, right? But I didn't have an expectation other than just to be heard, and we'll see what happens, right? I didn't want to go in there and get crushed or whatever. But it turned out to be a good evening to where Shelly said it's work. And I said, okay, let's go. And we hit the ground running since, man. I got to say that was probably last May, almost a year, fully a year, June, May.
Okay. Eric Pastrano says, I'll be jamming with Rev Ray this Sunday. Where's that going to be at?
That's right. We're going to be at the 2025 Deco Fiesta at the Deco District. It'll be on 211 Beale Street from 12 p.m. to 9, I believe. And it's a fiesta event. So it's going to be presented by the Network of Youth, of Young Artists. It's Naya.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually a Shell Shock showcase, Shell Shock Records 3 showcase. So there'll be Ellie, Angel Miranda, also the Network of Young Artists, adults, they'll be there as well. Young artists will be there. And there's going to be food vendors, all sorts of stuff, man. So swing by. I encourage everybody to come out. That's our fiesta event. So we'll be having the full band. Eric will be there. Eric is the keyboard player / a bunch of other things.
Heck yeah.
You already know. And we got a good squad, man. We like to bring it.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're gonna kick it off. Y'all performed at an awards show, you and Annika, here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
I believe that was the Premio Award here in San Antonio. And y'all killed it. And we're gonna let everybody know what to expect when you see my brother from another mother, Rev Ray, and the awesome Annika together. There's not even words to express. But here they are with Shelly Little Miss Dynamite doing the intro. Here we go.
I want to say I'm going to bring on this next two artists, and it's been an amazing honor having them. We want to send this shout out to our King of the South family that's out here tonight. Our King of the South series that will be coming out in 2025, starring this next artist, Rev Ray. He's in the series, and I'm doing music for the series, and it's going to be coming out really soon. So thank you for coming. We love you. We thank you. Woo! So these next two artists are pretty incredible because both of them not only have Latino music and Tejano music in their hearts, but they are very soulful as well. So I want y'all to help welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Rev Ray and Annika. Woo!
telling you I'm from El Paso, Texas. Shout out to my homeboy Prince and the crew who got down on this. Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Oh, yeah. It's party. Huh?
Esa canción tanto mundo cada día el paso montañas y tierra iluminan la estrella como arte de Picasso la sangre que corre nuestras venas mexicanas con dolor y penas nos hace madurarlo hay que llorar somos chicanos sin cadenas arriba mi chuco gente en mi barrio despierte mi raza, el tiempo ha llegado, celebren conmigo, son mis testigos, nada nos falta, bailen conmigo. Come on, come on, and you're ready to go. Para mi chupo, mi raza, para los de San Antonio también, eso. Diosito, gracias por darnos la vida. Y te pido que cuides mi familia, mis amigos, mi ciudad, mi raza. Perdona nuestros pecados. Acá estamos cuando nos llames. Vamos a final. Te amo y te damos toda la gloria. Amén.
Oh, wow. Did y'all hear the screaming? Wow, I want to know who that was screaming because I mean that was a lot of love. That was a lot of love for our brother Rev Ray and Annika. I mean, y'all killed it. How did it feel? How did it feel, brother, to be performing on the stage like that? And first of all, how does it feel to be, working with such awesome individuals such as Shirley Lares and Jose Rosario? How does that feel?
Man, to be honest with you, unreal, surreal, real talk. I never in my whole music career thought that I'd be where I'm at right now. I knew I had a talent. I love to sing. I love to play music. I love to create. I love people to hear what I got to say, to help them. That's really what my vibe is about. That's what music did for me. So, to be able to have that opportunity with Jose and Shelly, it's beyond a blessing, man. And I know it's definitely God given for sure. It's a godsend. You know what I mean? I work really hard to get where I'm at, and I continue to work hard. I don't, a lot of artists get to a place where they're hungry at first and then they stop. I don't think I'm that artist. I think I'm the guy who's going to keep giving and going, and I try to push myself to the limits to ensure that Shelly, my mentor, not only my mentor, my manager and producer and et cetera, friend, knows that I'm giving him all, because she does a lot. She does a lot. So for me, it's a blessing to also give back, given the opportunity to actually give as much as I can. So I'm grateful, man. I'm very grateful.
Wow. We got some more shout outs. More shout outs going out to Olivia Barrientos San Miguel in the house, Pepe Gonzalez in the house, and the legend himself, Alberto Gallegos, is in the house. Much love, much love. Alberto, former Latin breed. I mean, that young man's got some talent. Thank you, Alberto. We are live with Mr. Rev Ray, Shell Shock Records' very own. This young man has put out a lot of fires. And I'd like to let everybody know, not only are we on Facebook, we're also on YouTube under Bobby Joe Maes. You go type in Bobby Joe Maes, and we are broadcasting live on my YouTube channel. Y'all go. And on Twitch, we got a lot of questions for Mr. Rev Ray. Rev Ray, Another question that I know all the Tiger Eye Show family members are curious to find out. Who are some of your musical influences and why?
So on me, Bob Marley, Carlos Santana. Um, I love old music, Motown. That's really my go-to. Do I like my cumbias? Yeah, the ancestors of the cumbias. You know what I mean? And you know, los tíos de la cumbia, which is Polo y Pan, and all these other groups. But really, soul music. So even Bread, the group Bread.
Ooh,
So
that's old.
Bread to me is beyond their time. Their music then was insane. Just like Jim Croce, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
That guy was a beast. To know his story and to know what he's just sitting there at a desk writing his music the way he was, who he was, but what he said was like crazy. So like the lyrics, that got me. So it wasn't just the beat and the tones and the warmth of music that I grew up on, which was Motown and those guys, right? But like I guess as pastime, the lyrics, what they expressed growing up in life was very good for me because that's what I do when I write. So my musical influences come from Smokey Robinson. We're talking Big Bad Wolf. We'll go back, Muddy Waters. You know, some real old school stuff. And I've sat there and learned a lot of those songs. You know, to just hear what they were saying, having to say, because that's what this is. It's expression. So a lot of my music, the Yardbirds, I think that would be the best band, better than Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd till this day. Jimmy Page, you know, you had Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, and Bonham in one band, bro. What? Like, if if you didn't get to hear any of that, go look for it because that's some stuff, you know. But we can go into Metallica. We can because I love metal. Um, Grunge. I love Alice in Chains, Nirvana, you know, that good stuff. And then we can go to your progressive alternative like Matchbox 20 and those are the things I grew up on. Hooba Stank and I don't know, I don't have a favorite or what influences, but if it sounds good, it's great. Right now, Goldford and Alan Stone and Teddy Swims, their tone right now that's very influential to where I'm at. That's what I want to be doing. I want to keep that going that because they got a vibe going on right now, and I want to hit that wave. But in the Latin industry, you know what I'm saying? But we can have a little bit of that Mesoamerican culture and cultivating in this society we call the United States of America. It's time to bring the cultura, you know what I mean, really hard. So,
Mhm.
so yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's honestly, I don't think I've really heard any artists go back to Smokey Robinson. I'm sorry, Annika. I think Annika's the only other artist that has mentioned Smokey Robinson. But as far as Bread, as far as Jim Croce, I mean, I don't think nobody's even gone that far back as far as to say that they've influenced them. That is like wow, because you can't be that old,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm in my 40s, man. You know, I'm in early 40s, but and baby, I'ma want you, baby, I'ma need you, bro. That's one of my favorite Bread songs of all time, bro. So I still sing that to my wife, and she's like, "Who's that?" But when she hears the song, she's like, "Wow, those are really lovely songs." But like I tell her, they were beyond their time, man. Whew.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that is phenomenal because I mean that's the music I love. I love the old school. I'm surprised you didn't mention the Jackson Five. I'm a little upset, because when you went to Motown, I thought, okay, he's gonna talk about the King, Michael Jackson, but you went the other way. You went Smokey Robinson.
Well, my
But
favorite would have to be the Temptations too. I mean,
oh
but David Ruffin's vocals were kicked. I mean, they were like for me that Ruffin. They went with his last name, David Ruffin. I know you have a man. You know, he had this tone that was just a growl, but it had grit. And then Otis Redding was just like that old school vibe. You know what I mean? Then you got Bill Withers, and then I mean the Doobie Brothers, Michael McDonald. You know what I
oh
mean? But when he was with the Doobie Brothers, whew, when he went
yeah.
on his own, I'd say the first two albums for me were really good. But after that, it was
Mhm.
like, ah. But the Doobie Brothers, when he was with them, solid.
What would be your favorite Doobie Brothers song?
I wouldn't have to. I don't have a like favorite. I don't have a
Okay.
favorite. I just like him.
Michael McDonald?
Yeah,
Okay.
his tone is clean, man.
Yes.
I mean, a big old white teddy bear. You know what I mean? Just whew.
Yeah. I would say, well, Michael McDonald on his own would probably be. I keep forgetting. It's probably my go-to Michael McDonald song.
You know that
Yeah.
Warren G remix, right? But
Yeah.
my favorite Michael McDonald song would be "On My Own" with Patti LaBelle. I think it's with Patti LaBelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that is. When he comes in on the second verse, so many times, never should have spoken. You know, when he goes, it's just really rich. Oh, bro, I still get goosebumps here just thinking that I heard him right now. You know?
Wow. Yeah, you're really hitting it right in the Valentine with these old school songs, because I mean, not too many people really, not too many artists really recognize the old culture, and I think that that's really important, because those are the ones that influenced, everybody. Those are the ones that paved the way. I mean, it's the old school artists, like what you say, Michael McDonald. I mean, I don't think nobody's ever recognized Michael McDonald, the Doobie Brothers, like I said, going way back, man, you're really, really, really into the music history. So is that sort of what influences you when you go into the studio and start writing? Do they have a lot to do with what the fire you come out with?
Huge. I am a fusion artist. So my goal is to fuse cumbia, reggae, soul, all into one. It's a vibe. You know what I mean? So I want to incorporate the soulful tones, have your cumbias, your huepas, sonideras, or I guess, because I don't want to say electrocumbia, which is your sonidera, right? But like cumbia vallenata, something like that, like from down south, like really, really South Colombia. I like that style with like the gaita and all that. But I want to make sure that I'm still infusing in my soulful tones with reggae and even hip hop vibes. So that's what I'm going with. But I stay still locked in with artists that are similar to those 60s and 50s and 70s vibes. Till this day, we have now Duran Jones in the Indications, The Dip, you got the Teskey Brothers, St. Paul and the Broken Bones, and I can go on and on with all these new wave 50 style, 60 style artists. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Joey Quinones and all these other guys from Califas, getting down. They're bringing down that. Oh man, it's fire. So that's where I'm trying to. Let's see if we get an album to that soulful sound constantly.
Yes, sir. More shout outs. Antonio, Mr. Cumbia Sanchez is in the house. Much love, much love. Roy Arriaga, Albora Promotions is in the house. La Reina is in the house. Much love, going out to La Reina. Isaac J. Liscano está en la casa. Hilda Tijerina from H-Town, Hereford, Texas is in the house. Sammy Ibarra está en la casa. Much love. We are here. Olivia Barrientos San Miguel is in the house. We are here live with the awesome Rev Ray. And we're going to do a little something going like this. Amigos with Tarasco Tropical. Let's get it. It's PARTITYME.
Te dije, me hace decir todo, cabrón. Amárrenlo.
Tarasco tropical. lo ajeno sangre fría, a devorar lo que se ponga enfrente. De reojo te liquidan con la mente. La calle me educó, yo sí corrí con suerte. Por eso es que la vida vale más que la muerte. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que solo quieren verme caer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que no cierran el pico ni pa' comer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que solo quieren verme caer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que no cierran el pico ni pa' comer.
Yo no quiero amigo mentiroso y hablador. Le echa mucha sal al caldo y no hay sabor. Perro que ladra no muerde. Porque lo que yo muestro y el respeto está en la muerte. Me enseñaron en la calle ser maduro. Con los abuelos mantener un cora puro. No me da el sueño ni el hambre con un culo. No me falte el respeto porque soy bien duro.
Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que solo quieren verme caer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que no cierran el pico ni pa' comer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que solo quieren verme caer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que no cierran el pico ni pa' comer. Dile a la descarada, eres igualito o peor que una rata. Sonrisa a la cara, cuchillo por la espalda. Aquí no te me arrimes, no te debemos nada. Tú no eres calle, tú no eres calle. Siéntate tantito antes que te desmayes. Te dedico esta rola pa' que tú ya no hables. Así que cierra el pico, pinche rata de dos patas.
Tú me menosprecias y no me conoces. Freak out tu autoestima, escuchas muchas voces. Muévete a un lado, yo no quiero amigos. Muévete a un lado, no necesito amigos. Muévete a un lado, no le ruego amigos. Yo no quiero amigos, yo no quiero amigos.
Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que solo quieren verme caer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que no cierran el pico ni pa' comer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que solo quieren verme caer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú, que no cierran el pico ni pa' comer. Yo no quiero amigos como tú. Yo no quiero amigos como tú. Yo no quiero amigos como tú.
Wow. My nephew Alvin Valadez, he's the one that puts, he put that, he put the clean version. He says, I need this song to bang in the caddy.
Yes, you do, my bro.
That right here, nephew, the one and only Mr. Rev Ray with Tarasco Tropical. We will get you. I will get you that song. I'll have that song for you, nephew, when I go up there in a couple of months. I'm gonna be DJing for his daughter's quince and his mom's birthday party. Who knows? We might be able to even get Rev Ray to go down there. And have you ever been to Amarillo over that way?
To where?
To Amarillo?
I have been to Amarillo before. Yeah.
You've been to Amarillo? Okay. I mean, that's where I'm from, Hereford, which is like 45 miles away from Amarillo, but nobody knows where Hereford is. Everybody knows where Amarillo is, so that's why I always say Amarillo. So, what would it take? I'm just throwing it out there. What would it take to get Rev Ray out there to make a cameo in Amarillo, Texas?
A phone call to Shelly. That's it, and we'll see what we do from there.
Okay. You heard that, nephew. I'm gonna keep in contact with Rev, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we could get him out there to do a little something out there for everybody from the 806 in the house. He said, we turn up, big dog. Yes, that's
homie. I believe it, homie. That's what's up.
that was that one was fire, man. I mean, so you've already we've done your collaboration with Annika. So where did that mindset come up for you to team up with Tarasco Tropical?
So Tarrasco was a band that I was involved in at the time.
Oh,
So
okay.
so I was in this group, but we had our entities, our separate entities, because I was Rev Ray already. Now there's a powerhouse group in that band. So you got in that group in Tarrasco Tropical at that time because things have changed, right? This was 2 years ago, I believe, a couple of years ago. Um, so you have Gio, which is the lead singer of Tarrasco Tropical, but then you got La Rose, which is from Los de Esta Noche, and he plays a lot of percussion. He sings and he does accordions with them. And then his brother Santo Boom, which is a producer here, he actually produced that song, and he was actually in that video playing the guitar. He's the one that's where he came up with that. And then you got Fausto, who's a great keyboard player, who is also in Tarrasco, and who else is in there? Stephanie Thornton. She's from Volcan. So,
Oh.
and I know you guys know Volcan, and
Hmm.
they do their thing, and they're a really good group. So she was in our group at the time, and man, yeah, we hit the ground running with that song. We got tired of people always talking crap, and we had a lot to say about it, backstabbers,
Hmm.
and we said we don't want friends like you, and we got rid of a lot of those people, and we wrote this song for that. That's exactly why we wrote it. You know how they smile in your face, but then they stab you in the back as soon as you turn around. We wrote it all out, and if it offended somebody, I'm sorry. If the shoe fit right, we want to do right and we want to be positive, but sometimes we got to let go of that negative energy. And with that song, that's what we did. Because the vibe went straight this way after that. So yeah.
Yes, that's. We're gonna take a moment. We're gonna pause on that. Like you said, there's a lot of negative energy in this industry.
Yeah,
We all know. We all know. We all know. Big old shout outs going out to Gilbert Hernandez in the house.
Hey,
Gilbert Hernandez is the brother of Little Joe and Johnny Hernandez. We got some legends up in the house. Much love, much love.
Gilbert, thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you for catching us, man.
Thank you, Gilbert Hernandez. Much love, brother, to you, Little Joe, Johnny. All the big legends. Like I said, we have Gilbert, we have Alaberto Gallegos. Dang, you're bringing all the legends. You're bringing all the legends out tonight on this special Tiger Eyes show with Mr. Rev Ray under Shell Shock Records. Rev, another question. Um, what would be the most memorable performance you've ever done, and why was it so memorable for you?
Mm. Whew. And I had so many, brother. Like, okay, so I have plenty of them. So if I don't if I don't want to offend anybody or like with that one time at the show right now, I have one. I don't think anyone can say they got to sing with Shelly, and
You're
I
right.
did. You know what I mean? And I never thought I'd see that in my life. And she jumped on stage with me and she sang, man. She filled in for Annika at a show we did in Colorado, in Greeley, Colorado, out there with the Q Promotions and La Jolla Promotions. Shout out to Ferrer and Q. And we were out there, and I usually do Traveling Man alone without Annika when she's not around, right? I'll do her parts. I try to give her justice, right? But
Mhm.
Shelly jumped on, man, and she sang her part, and she didn't tell me or nobody. She just grabbed the mic and jumped on stage, and it was that moment that everybody came to the stage with their phone, bro. Like a mob, because she just walked on, grabbed that mic, and started singing. And that's probably one of my highlights. Also, the Tobin Center for the Pura Vida Awards, um, because my mother was in town. She came to visit, and I got to do that show at the Tobin Center. And I walked all the way to them, all the way to where they were sitting. and I sang to them directly. I walked from the stage, clear crossed, and I got right to them and I sang to all of them, my whole family. Kind of as a, I made it. Here we are. You know what I mean? So that was another one of those things for me. How many people can say they sang at the Tobin Center? You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
yeah. So I got a couple, but those are
Mhm.
probably right now the top two so far. And I mean with Annika, you know what I mean? And I've also done a lot of Muertos festivals, and that was one of those too, man. Just to see the vibe of how many people, all the love, and people don't even really didn't really hear our music at the time, and when they did, they would stop and just watch us, like whoa, mesmerized. So I guess those feelings, man, those moments, those types of shows, they always get me, you know.
Wow. Okay. I could see that. I could see those being memorable. First of all, with Shelly, that is like wow. Because like you said, you can't. I've never really. I think the only time I've ever seen somebody jam with Shelly is probably when she jammed with Selena. I think that was probably the only time when I saw Shelly and Selena jamming at at Fiesta. Man, that was an old, long time ago. But other than that, you really, I mean, Shelly's always been a loner. I
Yeah.
mean, she's always, basically, I mean, she's just that good to where, I mean, I just, that or just everybody's scared to go up there and, mess up because, I mean, that's Little Miss Dynamite right there.
Oh, trust me, man. I got nervous as soon as you would think that why would I be right? No, bro, instant, like I'm gonna mess up. I even got to sing with Rebecca Valadez.
Oh, okay.
So she also filled in for Annika's part one time at Jaime's place. We did a show out there, and it was the Say a Little Prayer of the
Mhm.
movie. Everybody was gonna go out there afterwards. It was some event. Oh, the Jenny B threw an event. Jenny B and Thrive Entertainment collaborated to do a charity for San Antonio Food Bank, I believe. So we
Uh-huh.
went out there and performed, and I didn't have anybody to sing Traveling Man with me. And I just said, hey, you think Rebecca will do it? I asked Shelly, and she said, call her up. I called Rebecca, and she's like, I got you. And she went. So to say, hey, I got a Grammy Award winner on stage with me doing Traveling Man, it was cool, man. That was also a really cool vibe. And how many people can say they sang with a Grammy Award winner, Here we are.
Exactly.
Grammy nominees. Like I said before, I'm grateful. Completely grateful.
Wow. Well, with that being said, because as everybody knows, the Tiger Eye Show is not scripted. Me and Ray have not talked really. I mean, everything is just off the spur of the moment. Um, so growing up, I mean, growing up, what was your dream? Was it to be a singer or to be a police officer, a fireman, a stripper or what? Talk to me, big dog.
Ooh, growing up was rough. Some people in my family might say I wasn't, but that's everybody's version of hell is different, right?
Uh huh.
Um, but we won't get too into detail on how rough it was. We'll just simply say that I had dreams and aspirations to not necessarily get out of the hood, man. It was to be the big dog of the hood. You know what I mean? So I started hanging out with all the big dogs, and I mean, now as an adult, I look back and I'm like, man, wasted time. Granted, they're great people. I still love my boys. You know what I mean? That never changed. We've gone through some things. We've bled together. We've done our dirt together. But now as adults, as men, we realize that was not for us. And that's not for us anymore. But my goal was to be the top dog of the neighborhood. I love to sing. I loved all that stuff, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted respect from the streets. You get caught up, and eventually you have other talents, right? And I had a talent to sing. So
Mhm.
when I got into trouble, I came to San Antonio, and I took it serious. So I reinvented myself out here. That was
Okay.
about 15 years ago. 15 years ago, and yeah, my dream was always to be a singer, but not to be rich and famous, all that, because that's not what this is about. We already know that.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone sits there and says, "Oh man, they got it made." Nah, Let's put it out there. We're transparent, right? It's hard work, dedication, but truly, I get so much out of seeing someone's face, loving it. So my drive is to be influential in someone's life. 1 to 1 million, it don't matter. If you like it, sing it, hear it, go for it. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? And I'll write it. I'll write it. So my goal midlife would be to be who I am today. Now, you know. So
Okay, we have some more Tiger Eye Show family members. Luis Ocañas, Grupo It's Amor is in the house. Rene Gomez, Grupo Séptimo Contacto is in the house. Much love, much love. Para mis hermanos, Grupo Séptimo Contacto. We got awesome Chupacabra Broadcasting in la casa. My brothers from another mother. Give it up for Chupacabra Broadcasting. I was blessed to meet these guys for the first time at Vic Gonzalez, at the Vic Gonzalez Radio DJ Gala. Awesome young men. Y'all go support one another, because as you know, you just said it best yourself, Rev Ray. I mean, ain't nobody getting rich in this industry. Nobody, not no more. I mean, it wasn't like back in the days when, you know, you had Mas, La Mafia, La Sombra, La Fiebre that were making their 10, 15,000, you know, a night. You know, things have changed. Everything has changed. And I mean, it's sad. I mean, it's sad because, you know, you have a lot of wonderful talent that, I mean, let's just put it out there that, I mean, that really don't get hurt. They really don't get hurt because it's more like who you know and what you can do for these people in the industry.
right.
I mean, if you can't do nothing for individuals, then you know that you're not going to get played, and
Right.
that's what I think. That's what makes me and my show. And I thank God every day, my family and all my guardian angels, for all the blessings that I give from all the Tiger Eye Show family members. You know, for giving everybody an opportunity. I mean, because you know, that's why Vic Gonzalez, you know, when I got together with him, he said, Tiger, he says, you need to take your Tiger Eye Show to another level. He says, because yeah, you know, you're doing an awesome job with your Tiger Eye Show. You're promoting the artists, but he says, you know, those artists need to get paid. He said they need to make some kind of money for their songs. So that's why, you know, we got together and now I have Tiger Maes Radio, my own 24-hour internet radio station on Live 365, because I thought, okay, you know, you're right. I mean, you know, because you do have these artists like Alize Nino, you know, Rev Ray, Annika, you know, Angel Miranda, you know, the newcomers that, I mean,
Beatriz Rojas. Come on now.
yeah, Beatriz Rojas, you know, Papi Chulos that, I mean, I hang out with a lot of them, and I mean, y'all pay your thousands and thousands to get your songs made, and that's just your song. That's not including to go out how many thousands you're gonna play for your video.
Right.
I mean, and
And time and family time. Staying away from family time. I mean, it comes with the territory. Every musician knows that. Every musician's wife or husband knows that. We know that. But it's still something we don't want to take away from our families if it ain't worth it.
exactly, and y'all, I mean, nobody wants to pay y'all. From what I understand, maybe 500-600 to go play at a club. I mean, that's not even worth the gas. I
No,
mean, you know,
it's not.
so that's why, you know, I find it, you know, and my wife always jumps on me, you know, you haven't done a show. You haven't done a show. So that's why, you know, according to my work schedule, I try to do Tiger Eye shows. If not in the mornings, when I close, I'll do it in the mornings. And when I open, you know, I go in at 6 in the morning. I get out at 2:30. I come and that's when I plan my Tiger Eye shows. Because I only used to do them on Fridays.
Yeah.
But there's so many new artists out there that I mean that I feel I gotta do something with them. I gotta bring them on. You know, I got family like Juanita Solis out of Las Vegas. I mean, you know, I gotta show Las Vegas, you know, hey, we got Rev Ray. I mean, you know, y'all need to start spinning them over there.
Speaking of Vegas, Tejano takeover, man. Tejano Vegas takeover. I want to do that this year. I mean, we'll see, right? But just putting it out there. Whoever's hearing it, let's go. Let's go. You
Yes,
won't be
sir.
disappointed. I promise you.
No. And you're correct. I mean, and more shout outs. Griselda Cantu's in the house. Like I said, my prima Juanita Solis, all the Solis family. Regina Flores, Nick's Tacos. Nick, have you ever been to Nick's Tacos and Catering?
The one that's over there where you can buy someone a meal and you just post it on their
Yes.
thing, right? Yeah.
Yes, I was blessed. Well, Vicky V introduced me to Nick's Tacos because I DJ'd for her daughter's graduation party there. And then I went back because I had Los Arcos Hermanos Peña. They wanted to do a Tiger Maes show. And I said, well, let's do it. So Regina Flores blessed us to, I was able to do it live there at Nick's Tacos.
Nah, we should have gone there, bro.
Dang, I didn't even think about it. But we're going to. Next time you're in town, let's do it. I mean, you know, I know Regina will always wonderful, and I did that too. I bought, I bought the ticket and I put it there on the wall because you don't see stuff like that.
No,
I mean,
no.
You don't.
You said the next time I'm in town. Where do you think I'm at?
Well, you're in San Antonio, right? Okay. Well, let me rephrase that. Next time you're not busy. Let me put it that way. Next time you're not
next
busy.
time you're not busy, Tiger. You're the busy man, my bro.
Oh man. And,
it only took a year to get on your show, bro.
Wow.
Well, that's what we're here for, right? It's a
yes.
Tiger,
And I'm excited, man. I mean, you know, I'm excited because I'm just like you, Rev. You know, I come from a little small town, Hereford. And I mean, my dream was always to be a DJ. And I got to start at the age of 10. I started DJing at the age of 10 at my family's club back in Hereford, Joe's Country Club. And I was making $15 a night. I thought I was rich. So I'd go the next day. I'd go to a Chiflo record shop and I'd buy a cassette. But I'm gonna put out there, I'm the biggest La Sombra fan there is out there. So I would buy every cassette they would put out there. I would go DJ Friday and Saturdays, and that's all I would play was La Sombra. I'm blessed that I never got fired, but I guess because it was my primo. And at that time, Garth Brooks was hitting with, you know, Friends in Lower Places, George Strait with the chair. And can you play some country? No. Can you play some country? No. But I could play some La Sombra. So I'd be playing La Sombra all the time. And growing up, you know, I grew up wanting to always be a DJ, and I'm blessed to be living my dream and now have my own podcast. And now I have my own internet radio station. I have my own video. I know y'all probably seen it. Chaparrito Peligroso, thanks to Veronica Lopez, La Consentida from Las Vegas. And I've met the best. You know, I've been on my interview. This is probably when they say what's your, if anybody ever asks me what's my most memorable interview, I'll have two. I'm like Rev. The first one was with Rebecca Valadez.
Hey, awesome.
I was outside talking to a neighbor, and I see a lady walking with a whole bunch of little kids. And I call my wife. I'm like, is Rebecca here yet? She's like, yeah, she's already here. I'm like, why? I didn't see her. She's like, she just came upstairs. I'm like, no, I saw a lady pass with little kids. So I didn't know that she was bringing her daughters. So she brought her daughters, and oh my gosh, Rebecca Valadez I think she would be a better comedian because she made us laugh so freaking much that I mean, that was one of my most memorable interviews. My second one was with Shirley Lattice. Why with Shirley Lattice? Because we were going to do it there at Shell Shock Records. but there was no internet. There was no internet for us to do the live there. So me and my wife had gone to the McDonald's across the street, and we were eating there at the McDonald's, and my wife's like, well, why don't we go to McDonald's and see if they'll let us use their Wi-Fi? I looked at my wife, I'm like, how am I going to take Shelly Lattice to McDonald's? I mean, Michelle shock. And, so Shelly's like, well, so my wife ran across the street. I've never seen my wife run, but she ran across the street and she said, yeah, she's like, come on. She called me. They said you could use the Wi-Fi. So my first interview with Shelly Lattice, was at McDonald's. At McDonald's. She would never forget DJ Tiger Maes because she would always remember, who would ever think of an artist to want to do an interview at a McDonald's? I'm
down. I love McDonald's, bro.
Like you said, she made you nervous. I think it made me nervous being like, Shelly, can we go do the interview at a McDonald's? And she's like, you know what, Tiger, let's go. Let's do it. So I was like, I was nervous as heck because I'm like, a McDonald's, Shell Shock Records, those two do not really. But yes, I'm just like you. The two most memorable have to probably be with Rebecca for funniest, and with Shelly Lattice for, shock. I guess that's why Shell Shock Records really matches her, because like I said, the fact that I did her interview at a McDonald's was like
definitely shocking.
Very shocking. Very shocking. And it was a good interview. I know McDonald's made a lot of money that night because as people were walking in, they were looking, and who does not recognize Shelly Lattice? So I could swear people were calling each other, hey, Shelly's here at McDonald's, and but she's a wonderful person. So thank you, Shelly, for blessing DJ Tiger Maes, and with that awesome interview. Okay, the next question for you, Big Dog. Next question for you is, if you could do a collaboration with anybody in the world, who would it be with and why?
Anybody in the world. Man, I always say, like, and I don't want to say that I'm tired of saying this, but I still would like to. Alan Stone, for sure. Alan Stone, Goldford, and Teddy Swims, but alive or dead?
Either. Alive or dead, because, if they've gone on to the greater world, well, at least, that would have been who you would have wanted to collaborate with.
Imagine Alejandro Fernandez, Vicente Fernandez, and Rev Ray doing harmonies on a mariachi tune, de Puro Amor. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Something like that. Like a balada, like, I don't know, a bolillo, like, you know what I mean? Like a bolero, bolillo. I want menudo, bro. A bolero, you know what I mean? Like, something so intimate with those two guys, and also just the guitar, nothing else.
Wow.
Just the guitar and us three sitting there using our talent vocally with the guitar on an acoustic set. Man, beautiful. I think that would be really awesome.
That would be. More shout outs going out to Antonio J. Vega. Much love. Shout outs going out to Gregory Margaret Ramirez from Red Room Records is in the house. Ooh. Much love going out to everybody from Red Room Records doing big things out there. We are live. Also, Zane Trevino in the house. Much love going out to my brother from another mother, Zane Trevino. Griselda Cantu in the house. Much love. We are here with Mr. Rev Ray, and Mr. Rev Ray, he's got some fire out there. We've already played a couple, but you know what? We're gonna give Ray another. We're gonna give him a little breather so he gets something to drink, and we're gonna do a little something going like this. Are y'all ready? A little something entitled Desvelado. Let's do it. taking y'all back. I told you I was going to surprise you.
All right.
Let's get it.
Será fe que yo encontré la voz de ternura que me llena de placer. Cuando la oigo hablar, por ella me enamoré. Yo nunca la conocí, sueño en su querer. En sus brazos quiero dormir. Voy desvelado por esas calles esperando encontrar a esa voz de ángel que quiero amar. ¿Dónde andará? Voy desvelado y mi deseo no me deja descansar, porque despierto y yo me pongo a llorar. Yo seguiré desvelado y sin amor. Voy desvelado y mi deseo no me deja descansar, porque despierto y me pongo a llorar. Yo seguiré desvelado y sin amor.
Wow. Wow. I told Rev called me, hey, you need this, this, this. I said, Rev, I said, I really don't like to speak before my interviews because I like the surprise. I like the surprise. And I like, the whoa. I mean, because that's what it's all about. If you're going to do it right and broadcast all their talents. And my wife hadn't even heard that. She barely heard it right now. And she's like, wow. She's like, I like that. That's different.
That's what I went with. That's why I did that.
Wow. So is that released or that was just something you're just playing with?
I was here at the house and I wanted to showcase soulful tones with something that everyone's familiar with, Desvelado, and I turned it into reggae. It had a subtle, intimate reggae sound that I just envisioned, and I went with it.
So with that being said, I mean, that, like I said, it wowed the heck out of my wife over there. I mean, and I know it wowed everybody. So with that being said, would that be something that right there, with that way you did it right there? I mean, no disrespect to Bobby, no disrespect to Madison, no disrespect to anybody that's ever done Desvelado, but that's probably the best version I've heard. Would that be something you would think coming out with?
I would love to do that. I haven't, put it in Shelly's ear. I mean, she heard it. She loved it herself, But like I said, it was just something I did for fun, I just love to do things here at the studio, This is my little studio. But I also, mad respect to Bobby, right? I met Bobby last year at the Premios last year. And it was for me, again, surreal. I get to meet Bobby Pulido. One of my favorite songs is Velado amongst my other three that I like from him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be real. I like 3 songs that he has. But that one, I just decided to work on it. And I always hope that he would hear that, just to get some feedback on what he thought. Because I think that we need to respect the artist, right? And do it the way they do it. Because I feel like I gave it his justice, because that's the way he wrote it, the melody to it. But then I added my fusion, which would be soul, reggae, nice, intimate tone. And that's why I went with that.
That was so awesome, man. Like I said, it's that I guarantee you release that one would be a banger. And if it's not a banger, then y'all need to find another radio station, because if their radio station don't play that, then it ain't a real legit radio station, because that is talent right there. And speaking of talent, shout outs going out to the man behind the plan, Mr. Jim Luna, Quarter Moon Productions in the house. Much love, much love. Wow.
So there's another video out there for anyone who's watching. One of my favorite songs is from Gene Wilder, from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I love Pure Imagination. Some people freak out to the song, you know what I mean? They find it to be creepy. Some, so I've heard, but man, that song is beautiful. And since I was a kid, I heard him sing that Pure Imagination song, and I said, you know what? I want to go ahead and do a little cover to that. So I did, and I did that one on a first try. And when we were done with it, me and my brother were just like, wow, it sounds great, bro. So we said, just put it. It's for fun, you know? And I get some people like, hey, man, that Pure Imagination song is like, it's small. It's just a little, a minute reel? Killer, bro. That's one of my favorite songs that I would like to do all the way. Live one day in the dark where the spotlight hits, and that's all I'm singing. Pure Imagination. Woo!
Well, you know what, brother?
Yeah.
This is the Tiger Eye Show.
Yeah.
You ask and you shall receive. Let's do
Hey.
it.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation.
I'm letting it soak in. What did y'all think of that one?
Yeah.
Wow, those. Like I said, if you're gonna do the show, do it right or don't do it at all. Bring it or don't bring, or don't bring it at all. So as soon as I researched, I went, because that's what the Tiger Eye show is all about, brother. As you can see now, I mean, bringing back the old stuff, bringing in the new stuff, and just letting everybody know where they started and where they're at now, and reliving precious memories. That's what it's all about. And we're gonna say some more shout outs going out to Roger, Erlene, Liana's in the house. Much love, much love. Also, Agustin Rodriguez Jr. is in the house. Much love, much love, much love. And once again, Quarter Moon Productions, Mr. Jim Luna, doing big out there. We'll be looking forward to seeing everybody out there Memorial Weekend in Pasadena for Fiebre Fest 2025, where DJ Tiger Maes and the Tiger Eye Show is going to be bringing it to y'all live. Thanks to Mr. Jim Luna. Thank you, Jim. Also going out to my sponsor, Bianca Reese, Nouveau Cosmetic Spa. Thank you, Bianca, for sponsoring DJ Tiger Maes and the Tiger Eye Show. We are live with Mr. Rev Ray. If y'all have any questions, also, the show is each and every one of y'all. If any of y'all have any questions for my brother from another mother, Rev Ray, y'all shoot them out. Also, big old shout out going out to Bobby Castañeda in the house. Much love going out to my brother from another mother, Bobby Castañeda, tuning in. We are live with Mr. Rev Ray. Y'all have heard a lot of the fire. He's got a lot of fire. Another question for my brother from another mother, Mr. Rev Ray. And this one's going to be a little deeper, brother, a little deeper. The day that you get called up to be our guardian angel,
Mhm.
what legacy do you want to be remembered by? What does Rev Ray want to be remembered by?
It's hard. Mm, that's really it. Let me be fully transparent with you since it's a deep question, right? I struggle with empathy. And I know it may not seem that way, but I don't really have a middle ground to empathy. It's either extreme or not, right?
Mhm.
Bipolar, would you will, right? If you will. But I know that I have a huge heart and I want to be the empathetic person that I am. So I put my empathy into my music because a lot of my music, if you listen to the lyric, it's a story. It's a
Mhm.
story. It's got passion in it. It's telling you something. There's a message in it. God is infused in it too. You'll see that in my music. God is definitely inside my music. I put scripture in there, sometimes little subtle words in there that speak the Lord's name. You know what I mean? And I do that because I know who I used to be before the Lord, and I know that I need to add that into this world. Bring in that. So when I go, the legacy I want to leave behind is love, passion, you know, empathy. That man was the real thing. That's what I want. And his music spoke volumes. I've always said this. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not the only artist that has said this, but I tell my wife, I said, I'm gonna make it, and the day I make it, I'm gonna die. She said, "You're crazy." I said, "It just happens like that sometimes."
Mhm.
But that one song that she just inspired the world by, you know, I'm cool with that. You know, I think I've lived a pretty good life thus far, but I feel like I got another 40 left in me. So, good Lord, let me have them. You know what I mean? I'll make you proud. I promise.
He said, "I'll make you proud. I promise." We're gonna do another one. We got a lot of Tiger Eye show. Let's take ya. More shout outs going out to Aurora Caballero in the house. Much love, much love. Also, a big old shout out going out to Dolores Imnaro, Cielo Azul in the house. We are live with our brother Rev Ray. And we're gonna do a little something entitled Ain't Supposed to Cry. Can you give us a little something before we shoot that one, brother?
On the song, or you want me to sing it?
Um, oh,
No, no, no,
well,
no.
he said, oh, no.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
give us a little background on that song before we play it.
Ain't supposed to cry. I gotta say, it was probably a year ago when we came up with the idea. Now that song is written by Discos Resaca and Oriente Records and has in San Jose. Discos Resaca is a huge cumbia group. It's a they're really huge out there in San Jose. As a matter of fact, they have a huge following, and they're doing big things over there. They were just in Bogota, doing a whole Colombian cumbia festival. And man, they have footage galore, and they're great. Las Mariposas del Alma are a part of them. And man, they bring the house down, bro. I did a show with them out there in Axelrad at Wonky Power in Houston, and we killed it, man. It was a vibe. But they heard my voice out there in Houston. That's how it starts. And this was last year. This was last year, fully last year. We was in the summer. And we went out there, we did the gig, and Ivan, the leader of Disco Resaca, says, "Hey, bro, man, you can sing, bro. I didn't know you can sing like that, And I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks, man. What else do you sing?" And I said, "I sing oldies, bro. I love soul music." And he's like, "You got that tone." He's like, "I got this song that I wrote with Vincian. He's from Oriente Records, and Ivan's from Disco Resaca. And they have a team, right? And they wrote this song for Freddie, for what's his face? How am I drawing a blank? Sonny. Goodness gracious, bro. Sonny Osuna. So
Oh, wow.
they wrote this song. Now, Sonny didn't necessarily just turn them down, or they didn't work out that way. It was more like he didn't have the time to do it. He loved it, but he was just like, "I can't right now." But they wanted to move forward on it. So he said, "Hey, bro, I think you would be a good fit for this song." I said, "All right, cool." So they wrote out the lyrics, you know what I mean? They already had the lyrics written out, and I just kind of tweaked some of the things that were in there, and I hit the studio with it. And we just had a scratch track for over a year, and nothing was done with it, bro. Nothing. Until finally I was like, what are we doing? Let's go, let's knock this out. So I took it to Shelly, and they sent it to Javier Cabanillas, which is a percussionist out of San Jose, who is very, very extremely well known Grammy winner, and Jose Blanco, 11-time Grammy Award winner, 9-time Grammy Award winner, Latin Grammy Award winner, and 2-time Grammy Award winner. And he did the mastering on that track. So there's some good stuff with them. So we decided to just collab it, and I'm a featured artist on that track, man. And it's that Sunday oldie cruiser. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a vibe, man.
And we're fixing to drop it right now. And we're finna going out to all the family from the 806. Nina Sis, call the Six family from Hereford, Texas in the house. Red Ray ain't supposed to cry. Live on the Domingo show. Let's get it. It's party time.
Sun to rise. Should I hold back the sorrow? They say a man ain't supposed to cry. A man ain't supposed to cry. If you say you love me, then how can I be blue? And if you will forgive me, I'm running back to you. Should I wait till tomorrow for the sun to rise? Should I hold back the sorrow? They say a man ain't supposed to cry. A man ain't supposed to cry.
Wow, that was shorter than I thought. Like I said, I just grabbed it. That's just a little sneak peek. That's just a little sneak peek. But you know what, Ray, that brought me to my next question when I saw that. How does it feel to be on national television?
Whew, that was cool too, man. I'm telling you, there's so many good moments, right, that are just happening. Again, never thought I'd be on Domingo Live. And the cool thing is you take a cruise with Shelly and all you do is talk music and, stuff and mentorship and advice. And so it's weird, man. I always look at the bigger picture of a lot of things. The show was great. And I got to sit there and do the interview and I got to sing and people got to hear me. But the coolest part was the drive with Shelly, breakfast with Shelly, and back with Shelly. And I'm not saying that as a brown noser and excuse my French, a kiss ass. It's the truth. There's so much in getting to know somebody, especially in the industry where people have everybody wrong. You know what I mean? And when you give someone a chance to be themselves and they allow you to be yourself, the relationship is insane. You know what I mean? So that's like my favorite part is those little cruises, man. Those cruises.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all from what I get, you get a lot of, you get a lot of one-on-one time with Shelly.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there like a lot of knowledge that you're gaining from Shelly to where, how can I put it, to where Rev Ray one day might decide to, when Shirley decides that she just don't want to produce or anything, is that something that, a ring that you might want to throw your hat in?
100%. I'm actually in school for that. So I'm back in college. I got an opportunity to go back to
Oh.
school. So my major will be in the arts. For I mean, I already do it. So I figured why not get a paper that states that I can, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and learn all the things that I'm already learning. Just master the craft, right? And I got a great mentor who shows me these things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I listen, I watch, I see how she moves, and it's inspiring. You know, it's inspiring. And not only do I see how she moves, she helps you get there. Her goal, from what I see with all the artists, not just me, all of her artists, is to push you to be the best you can be so that you can be somebody to do the same later for someone else. She's not a gatekeeper. That's the problem in this industry. I said it. There's a lot of gatekeepers in this industry, and it needs to stop. And I ain't about that, and neither is she. It's Let me say this best. Carmona from The King of the South, the director, he says it's collaboration, not competition. 100%. And that needs to stop, man. That's the problem. That's why there's no growth. Everyone's talking about how Tejano's this and Tejano's that, and it's dead and it's not dead. Well, the truth is, I want to say it. We're on live. Quit killing it. Quit killing it. Let the new talent come in, show you what the vibe is, collaborate with the new talent, grow with the new talent, and things might even get better for those that are not there anymore. You catch what I'm saying? It's time to bring that new wave in, mentor the new group. Shelly Smart, she's on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying to the others that they're not, because I don't want people to get upset with what I'm saying, but I'm just being real. Quit
Yes.
being a gatekeeper and move forward with the talent that's out there and show them what real hunger is. Show them what it is to work. Show them what you went through. You know what I mean? Because they went through it. And now that they're up here, you don't want to help nobody else down here? Come on now. Pick me up. You know what I mean? Come on. Because I know I'm going to do that.
Wow. And it's true. Norma Salazar, she's another perfect example. Her husband George Salazar out of Michigan. I mean, that young man right there, he's got some talent. George Salazar has some talent, but like she says, here in Michigan, there's no unity. I mean, if you could sing, nobody wants to mess with you. So I mean, and that's the problem. So our brother in music, George Salazar, I mean, he I feel bad because I don't like what you said. I don't see the growth for him because if you're that good, people are afraid that you're gonna take from them or from their group, which to me, that's not common sense. You
Right.
want to collab with somebody good, you want to make a good band, and y'all go out there and y'all make that money, and everybody lives happily ever after. I mean, look at David Ligatza. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's a smart young man. I mean, how? I mean, that young man's just like living the top of the world. Why? Because he don't want to be the show. I mean, he's brought in the best of the best, and he's helped them all progress. They say, okay, I'm gonna go run my own show. Okay, fine. I'm gonna bring in somebody else.
Right.
I had Emilio. Okay, Emilio's gone. I got Jay. Jay's gone. Okay, I got Ram. Ram's gone. Okay, I got Marcos. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's those are the ones that, and Shelly, those are the ones that people need to study. Because they're the ones that are lead. They're the
You know
smart
what?
ones in the
It's cool
industry.
that you say that. I just started talking to Jay and Ram recently. And I say this proudly because I got a message from Jay Pettis saying, "Hey, bro, your vocals are on point, brother." Like, and it was so cool to get that from Jay, who gets a message from La Voz. You know what I'm saying? So I was
Very
like, what?
few.
So I was like, bro, thank you so much. Like, cause it feels good to hear that. Cause it's to me like a pass of the torch. You know what I mean? Then I meet him on the set of King of the South because we were filming with Carmona Gemini, you know, with JJ, TJF Talent. I work with them as well. And Ram's there, you know, and him too. Hey man, you're doing really good, bro. Keep going. Those little words of affirmation, they just push you to go forward. You know what I mean? When we dropped Ain't Supposed to Cry, Jay Pettis was on it. He was like, bro, esa rola ta chingona. That's what he's wearing. You know, he talks, hey bro, that's esa rola ta chingona. You know, he talks right. That's such a great for me. And also to the Disco Resaca crew and Cian out there, like, hey guys, like we're getting compliments over here because of this tune. You know what I mean? So shout out to you guys. If you guys are out there listening, you get a chance to hear Disco Resaca, Ivan, Mariposas del Alma, Cian, all those. Shelly, I love you. I already know what you do in my life, and I appreciate you for what you do for me and my fam. So, you know.
Yeah, and it's it's hard because, like I said, you know, you've said it, I've said it, and I say it all the time. And my wife usually gets mad at me because she's like, you know, you can't be making comments like that, but you know, we have to. The truth is the truth. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, everybody's got to stop wanting to be top dog in the industry.
Mm,
I mean, you know, that's the problem. Everybody wants all the recognition.
right.
Everybody wants to be in the spotlight. You know, in my opinion, your time will come. I mean,
Right.
when it's your time will come. I mean, and if your time hasn't come yet, well, I mean, work a little harder,
Mm-hmm.
put in a little more work, and your time will come when God thinks that you're ready for it.
Bro, you took the words out of my mouth. You literally said when God said you're ready for it. He's always on time. That's how I feel. I'm 40. I'm
Exactly.
gonna be 42, man. Like I'm late in the game. According to me, a human being on earth, late in the game based off of my whatever destiny God had for me, my plan, right? But this is the
Mhm.
plan. This is the plan. This is where we're at. You know what I mean? I'm about to be 42 years old, and I know that I won't stop until He says you can't sing no more. You know,
Mhm.
to everyone who, again, I don't want to offend anybody. I want to take. I know that what I say is truth, or what my truth. Let me phrase it. It's my truth, but without offending anyone. I'm just saying what it is. You know what I mean? Or what I've seen since I've been in the industry. Things have changed a lot, and I'm shocked sometimes. But I mean, no offense to anybody. It's just things should change just a tad, man. You know, because we'd all be better off. I'll tell you like this: if someone pushes me to the top, we gonna eat. Promise you. If you are in my corner and you watch me go to the top, and you are with me, you're gonna eat. I'll feed you. You won't go hungry in my camp. You know what I mean? I
Wow.
will make sure to feed everyone who has been on the ride with me. Not just the every timer, you know, every now and then person. Oh no, the person who is done with me, lead from the bottom all the way to the top. We will eat.
Exactly. And that's how I feel. It's just like, for example, like Vicky. I mean, you know, she had a rough start. I ain't gonna lie, she had a rough start. She started out and she wasn't valued, she wasn't appreciated where she was at, you know. So I was blessed, you know, to be able to bring her on the Tiger Eye show, and she's given me a whole bunch of, you know, a whole bunch of good years. But I mean, we can't be selfish. It was time for her to spread her wings and go and do her own thing. She's always wanted to be a promoter, so
Mm-hmm.
now she's blessed. She's promoting some artists, and you know, I wish her well. You know,
Yeah.
I wish her well, and I always say, you know, the Tiger Eye show home when she's ready. You know, she'll come home where she belongs. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem. You know, you have people that, oh well, Vicky left. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna. She's not gonna succeed. You know, hey Ray Ray, you know, you speak to Vicky V. Ah, you know what? You know, yeah, she's a snake
Ooh.
in the grass. Yeah, yeah, don't mess with her. Hey, you know, Hey, Boral Lopez Jr., you know Vicky V? Don't mess with that chick, man. She's a two-face. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you get out of that? What do you get out of taking somebody down? I mean,
To take the time to do that is ridiculous. It says something about the person I answer the phone to. You know what I mean? If I answer the phone and that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth, I need to reevaluate who the common denominator is here. You know, and that's not what I want in my camp. I don't. It's all about positivity and good vibes. Like that's all I want. I don't care about anything else. It happens, but I don't want it. You know, and if I have a boundary, I have a choice, I will use that choice to move forward to a positive note in where I'm going headed, where I'm going. So
exactly. More shout outs, more shout outs. We have Jennifer Lynn. Much love going out to Jennifer Lynn. Wow, everybody knows who that young lady is. That young lady can pick up a trumpet. Oh my gosh, that young lady's got some sounds on her. Much love going out to my fan, Jennifer Lynn. I see her working real close with Magali de la Rosa. Much love, much love. Yeah, Jennifer Lynn, if you ever need a trumpet player, give that young lady a call because she gonna put that fire to your music. Much love, much love. We are live with our brother Rev Ray, and Rev Ray's got some fire out himself, and we are bringing it to the Tiger Eye Show, and we're gonna do a little something going like this, something entitled "One More Shot."
oh,
One more shot, because Norma Salazar, Vicky V, Jenny Canales, they're all in the house, and they want one more shot. So here we go, Rev Ray. One more shot. Let's get it.
Your dress is swaying with your hips. I love the way the neon hits when it glistens off your lips. There's never been a woman that captivates me like you do. Never wanted someone more than the way that I want you. One more shot of tequila, one of those seconds with a little salt and lime. Feel the rhythm and the passion. Put your body close to mine. One more shot of tequila, one Dos Equis, dressed in lime. Close your eyes and feel the music. Let us all get intertwined. One more shot of tequila. One more shot of tequila. Shot of tequila. Moving to the beat, now you're so sexy. When you swear, the heat that's in between us, this ain't as hot as it can get. We get lost out on the dance floor, and it's almost closing time. If you don't wanna go home, baby, you can come over to mine. One more shot of tequila, one Dos Equis with a little salt and lime. Feel the rhythm and the passion. Put your body close to mine. One more shot of tequila, one Dos Equis, dressed in lime. Close your eyes and feel the music. Let us all get intertwined. One more shot of tequila. One more shot of tequila.
crowds are in eruptions. Now we can't be alone. You got all my attention, and you can have it all night long. There's no need to hurry, we'll take it slow and do it right. Maybe if you don't want to leave, we can do this every night. One more shot of tequila, one dos X's with a little salt and lime. Feel the rhythm and the passion, put your body close to mine. One more shot of tequila, one dos X's, dressed in lime. Close your eyes and feel the music, let us all get intertwined. One more shot of tequila. One more shot of tequila. One more shot of tequila.
Yeah, big old shout outs going out to Shell Shock Records. Shelly Lott is in the house. Much love. Thank you, Shelly, for tuning in. We got Belena Ruby Rod is in the house. We got Jerry Cruz. We have Elsa Herrera in the house. Roland Martinez in the house. David Vela, the Oakland Raiders / actor / comedians in the house. That's right. David Vela earlier. He said that he wanted to thank you for always supporting his daughter. Yeah. What was that about?
So we did a Luminaria out there, and we were walking around, you know, and I saw his daughter. I saw David. I was like, oh, well, you can't miss David, right? Big old dude, you know what I mean? And I see him from a distance, and I was like, hey, what's up? He's like, hey, what's going on, Rev? You know, he's always jolly, always nice, right? And he's like, you know, just out here with my daughter. She does art. She does great art, bro. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow. So I just encourage her to keep doing it. I mean, freehand, awesome. She had some Biggie and Tupac out there. She had some Dallas Cowboys. I didn't see a Raider.
Okay, thank you for tuning in. The show's over.
I didn't see a Raider picture out there, but I did see nothing but Dallas Cowboy stuff. So I was like, yeah. Rev Ray in the Hizzo, what up?
That's right. Shelly, there has been a lot of wonderful words said about you, Rev Ray, the real deal, Holyfield right here. A huge blessing. Everything you've done for all the Shell Shock artists, and for also just being a wonderful mentor is what I get from all the Shell Shock artists. Rev Ray, Annika, they've all Alize Nino that also recorded with you. Angel Miranda also. Yes. Thank you, Shelly, for everything you've done, for all the memories, all the wonderful memories that you've left with all the artists and all the musical years that you've performed, and the wonderful job you're doing. You are doing a hell of a job with all these artists. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Another question for our brother from another mother, Rev Ray. What advice would you give the younger generation coming into this, like we said earlier, this hard, and we have to say this hard industry, because you do know it's hard.
Oh yeah.
So what advice would you give the younger generation or anybody wanting to come into the industry? What advice would you give them?
Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. You're gonna get a ton of no's. You're gonna get a ton of no's, but don't quit. You know what you're good at. If you're good at it, and I mean, if you're good at it, let's be 100%, right? Know that you got a good craft, and don't ever think that you're better than anybody else, and continue to learn. You stay humble and you learn. 20 years in the music business, and I'm still learning things I thought I had under control. No, not at all. So, and be open to the critique. Be open to the critique to grow, so that you can also share that with someone in the future. Because that's a part of legacy. So don't quit, even if they tell you no. Continue to go. Don't ever stop. I promise you, you'll make it. It doesn't matter how late, how old. Just fulfill that dream, and never stop. Never stop. Be hungry. First album's always the hungriest. Everyone always says that. I don't agree with my first album. It won't be 100%. All those songs have a lot of hunger, but I know that where I'm at right now, this next album's gonna be something to be messed with. So
Okay, you mentioned don't quit, don't quit. I know that you've had some, so I guess some performances that haven't been great, and
hmm
you've had some that have been great.
right.
Um, that goes to my next question, because the ones that haven't been great, you know, and I know that's a downer. I know that a lot of people, you know, when they go and perform and the turnout is not there, that could crush you. Have you ever had one of those? And what did you do to overcome that to keep you not wanting to hang up the gloves?
So I've had shows where when I first started out, we would go to a bar and there was only the bartender playing. The only one there was a bartender. That's it. The bartender. We played for the bartender, but as a group, we had a positive outlook, and it was a rehearsal that got paid. You know what I mean? We've had tons of those shows where there's nobody. Just recently, we went out to California, and the miscommunication on where we were going to be to where everybody was at, right? Two separate places. And we had a whole concert over here, and there was a whole nother gala over here. So nobody watched us. I mean, nobody. There was 10 of us in the room, and we were all the artists. So what we did is we sang to each other, and it was a great time. The reason I say that is because you just got to look at the best outcome of it all, and the fact that it's just a rehearsal. It's another chance to practice, you know what I mean? And get it out there. And sometimes those are the best performances you've ever done, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I've had a lot of them. I've had a lot of those, man, where you would think I'm discouraged, and yeah, you get a little bit. I go home and I'm like, man, that sucked. We could have had more people, but really, those are the things that where I tell people let go and let God. So just move out of the way because there was a reason for that, and it was probably to feel those feelings of like, oh, there was nobody there, but did you do a good show? Yeah, I did. It was a killer show because I still gave it my all even with nobody there, and that's how I do it.
Wow. Okay. That right there, those are golden words because, I mean, in my point of view, it's like when I do a Tiger Maes show and I get started and I see one person on, I'm like, and then I keep going, and then it just, I'm, thank you, God, and thank you, all my
Yeah,
guardian angels. The numbers start going up, but sometimes I'm like, am I wasting my time? I mean,
nah,
because I'm like, where's everybody at? But like you said, you just gotta, if you have one or you have 1,000, just keep going and just give it your all. That's
yeah.
that's exactly what you're saying. Is that correct?
So I got a quick story for to relate to that. I had a guy. As a matter of fact, it was last year at the Muertos Festival, the other Muertos Festival at Hemisphere. We had just come back from doing two gigs in Corpus, and we drove right into town, literally, right, like we pulled in, got off, dressed, and got on stage. And when we were leaving, afterwards, people come and they take pictures with you, the meet and greet or what have you. And one guy comes up to me and he let me know that he goes, bro, I was about to do something bad to myself and I just decided to stop and hear you guys. And I had such a good time that I don't even know why I was feeling like that. Those things where you reach that one person is more important to me than a million. You know what I mean? I find that to be authentic. You know, if you're changing someone's heart because they were about to do something to harm themselves or go down that road and all you were trying to do was sing your heart out and you changed their life just by a simple note, a melody, man, those are the ones that I'm reaching. That's what I want. I want those that are struggling. I mean, I don't want nobody to struggle, but those that are, and if you are, listen to my music if it's gonna help you go get better, you know? So just the one matters.
Wow. Those are awesome, awesome, awesome. That's some awesome advice. If anybody out there, if y'all ever need, I say any kind of consultation, I would hit up Rev Ray. I mean, listen, man. I mean, the name Rev Race. I mean, to me, that goes with you, brother. Because I mean, you are general, you are real. I mean, you know, you give great advice. Your choice in music, like I was telling my wife, I'm like, wow. I'm like, you do know music, going old school. I mean, a lot of people don't know who Bread is. A lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't mention groups like that. So your common knowledge for music is like phenomenal. So you know where you're going and you know where you want to be. So I want to give you lots of props. And we're
Thank
gonna
you.
do a little something going like this. Here's Red Ray with one of his drops. A little something entitled Es algo que tienes. Let's do it. Party time.
I don't know what it is that's got me locked in. I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it from within. Atrevido a conocerte, tu cuerpo, tu mente. No quiero sentir lo que no es tenerte. Eres real, un ángel de verdad. Porque de este lindo sueño yo no quiero despertar. California dreaming, acércate a mí. Dime que me quieres, eres algo para mí. Dime que me quieres, make me believe que tú eres
was that saxophone right there?
Yeah.
Who was jamming the sax right there?
So it was a sample pack that I got, man, and I just put it together and brought it to Shelly, and then she spruced it up. It was something I did here in my studio. Then I took it out there to Shelly's, and then we kind of collaborated and worked on some more sounds to the hook, the saxophone, and yeah, that's what we created, man. We wanted to go with like that passionate cumbia, you know, or you bring that seductiveness where you have that tone. You know what I mean? Not really much to. It's more of a breathy song, you know.
Well,
Thank you, Miguel Angel.
yes, Miguel Angel Perez. Excelente song, Ray. Wow. I mean, I'm just gonna say, so far everything I've heard, you are way before your time. I mean, you are, because I mean, like that right there, that vibe right there is totally different. Desvelado. I
Mhm.
mean, that Desvelado, I mean, I'm a little upset because it was just a little clip, man. I'm like, I wanted the full version so I could play it. I mean, you got a unique, um, you're just unique all around. Just put it that
Thank
way,
you.
from your music, your voice to your wardrobe. Even
Thank
your
you.
wardrobe, all the performances, you got that, you got that vibe, I mean, which is like, how can I put it? I mean, when Vicky told me, yeah, you need to get Rev on there, he's totally different, he's not like anybody else you've interviewed. And I'm like, okay. And like I said, I'm like, well, yeah, I don't think he is. I mean, if he's a reverend, I mean, I wouldn't even I wouldn't even know what to ask this man, Do I have to confess my sins to him or what?
Hey,
But
don't get it twisted. You know, you can talk to me about anything when it comes to a relationship with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Because I mean, yes, Rev Ray started off as just a man who was taking the church with his voice. But you know that song that you played, One More Shot, that
Mhm.
was before, because I don't drink anymore. So I wrote that song while I was partying still, while I was still doing things I shouldn't have been doing. And that song, I mean, it's just a party song, having a good time with a woman who walks into a bar, right? That's basically what the song's about. But you know, the hook is one more shot of tequila, one Dos Equis with a little salt and lime. That was a go-to for a long time, right? So
Mhm.
the idea behind that song was to pitch it to Dos Equis and Patron so they can do a collaboration, you know, for the holidays or something. That was what we were gonna go with at one point. But now as a sober man and a man of God, I mean, that's what I do, man. I try to encourage those to seek Christ. I mean, you can't do it without the big man upstairs. I can't be where I'm at without him. So, yeah, man. If there's to add on to the difference on an interview with me, I'm going to speak relationship with Jesus Christ, man. It's important for the world to hear that too. That's missing, you know.
Exactly. It's missing all over.
Yeah,
It's
it
it's
is.
missing all over. As a matter of fact, I was talking to a good friend of mine, Roxanne Reese,
Hmm.
and she said, Tiger, she says, what's hurting the industry is what you just said. You know, there's no religion no more.
Hmm.
She says, maybe you should start off the show by maybe saying a prayer. And I was like, you
Hmm.
know what, Roxanne? I mean, that wouldn't be, a bad idea.
Yeah,
So that was a big, big, big idea that she threw at me. So, and you are correct. I mean,
yeah.
without God, none of this would be possible. I mean, we wouldn't be where we're at.
Not at all,
Without
man.
God, my wife gets upset when I do this. Without God,
Come
Jesse
on now.
Torres, I would not have won this award right here.
Yeah.
And I have to do it because I'm proud, because I never ever would have thought that in a million years, coming from a little small town like Hereford and just being a mobile DJ and growing up, just growing up around music. that's why when you all these artists you mentioned, I mean, you're hitting me right in the Valentine because I mean, I love old school music. I go back. I go back to when they say, well, you know what, when I when they ask me about my DJing, I told them I go back to Shirley Temple. I'll play you some Shirley Temple. I'll play you. Like you said, I do a lot of the old stuff like Kenny Rogers, Ronnie Millsap. I love old school like that.
Some Merle Haggard or what?
Oh man, Merle Haggard. I mean, you're making me want to just play all that music, but it's just so hard because as we all know, Facebook, YouTube, they're sticklers for what we could play.
Mhm.
Us podcasters, we have a boundary on what we can play, without us getting blocked, without us getting put in jail, Facebook jail, YouTube jail, you know, which is very, very hard. That's why I had to go on to do my radio station because I'm free to play anything on that radio station, but I still got to get on YouTube to and Facebook to let everybody know to go tune in to my Tiger Maes radio station, which is really, really a downfall because when I do that, I can't express my Rev Ray part of life. I can't go play, the Doobie Brothers, because Facebook would just be like, okay, you're done. So that's what makes it hard. But talking about old school music is just so awesome with you. And a big old shout out's also going out to Jesse Torres, All Star Music Awards. Jesse Torres. Thank you, Jesse, for the nominations this year for Best Internet Mobile DJ and for Podcast of the Year. Tiger Eye Show is also nominated this year for Best Podcast, and I hope to bring that one home because that one is for each and every one of y'all. To me, I want to bring home that podcast, brother, because that's for Rev Ray, that's for Shelly, that's for all the Tiger Eye Show family members that take time out of their busy schedule, to tune in and to support DJ Tiger Maes because as well as I know, Rev, how many there's like a million podcasts out there.
Yeah.
Everybody has a podcast. And for me to be able to bring an artist on or just come on by myself and have the love and support really, 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 really means a lot to me. And that brings me to my next question. Before you go on stage, I know everybody's nervous because, like I said, I get nervous whenever I'm fixing to come on the show. What do you do? What's Rev Ray's procedure to get rid of the nerves before he goes on stage to perform?
You're gonna laugh, and all my bandmates will attest to this. Everybody gets nervous, So one of my biggest things that I tell everybody, I ask, "Are you nervous?" And they're always like, "Yeah." And I'm glad that they are. My thing is, if you're not nervous, the day you're not nervous, it's the day you shouldn't be doing this anymore. The day you are not nervous to go on stage and sing or perform, don't do it anymore because that means your heart's not in it. You're nervous because you want to give the best you got. You're nervous because you want to make sure that the people out there are ready and willing to just go nuts for you, right? So it's a make or break. So the day that you're not nervous, don't do it because that means you're not going out there with your heart anymore. You're going out there just to do it as a routine, You got to go out there to do it for the nines all the time. So, but my routine is I use the restroom before I go, and I don't go and throw up, brother. I'll say it. I go the other way. You know what I mean? And it never fails. It's always like 5 minutes before I hit the show, bro. And my bandmates are already waiting for me, like, bro, hurry up! And I'm like, I'm coming. But it's funny that I'm telling the story. You know that song? Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on. That song. It was written because the guy was in the restroom.
Are you serious?
And they were leaving to the next show. They were on tour, and the guy was in the restroom at a gas station. And in that moment, they were leaving him, and he said, "Hold on, I'm coming." So when he got into the bus, he wrote the song. Hold on, I'm coming.
Wow.
Yeah. So like when I picture that all the time, man. This guy wrote a song about him being in the John. You know what I'm saying? And then as he was in the John, he decided I'm gonna write this song about I'm coming. You know what I mean? Give me a second, man. I'm in the pooper. You know. So
Okay. That one's gonna probably be the highlight of when I give a story. That one's gonna be up there. Um, that is one I've never
yeah,
ever
and I
asked
tell
an
it
answer.
all. I tell it all.
Yes, I've never gotten that answer before. Um, okay. I go to the restroom before I go on stage.
That's my
Okay,
routine, man.
that's routine. Oh, I mean, it's like one that I laugh at. Well, I don't laugh. I don't laugh at it. My wife makes fun of me because the first time that I ever got to announce at Fiesta was Alize Nino, and she was with Nando and the Soldier Kings.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that it was smart to wear white to the market square. I thought it was smart. So I went and I bought me a bad white, like a hoodie and some white sweats, white and gold. I was like, then cherry pie. And I was waiting. I was waiting, for her time to come on. And I was nervous. So, I was just by myself over there. And I was leaning against a pole, a light
Ooh.
pole. And I don't know what the flip was on that light pole. And I didn't know. And there was some chocolate stuff where I was sitting on that light pole.
No.
And I didn't know. So I went on stage and, all right, San Antonio, y'all ready for my fam Alize Nino, blah, blah, blah. I'm going hard. And then, I'm turning around, thinking that I'm killing it. And my wife's looking at me and she's laughing. And I'm like, why are you laughing at me? Well, I get off stage and she asked me, how dare she ask me? She said, but she didn't ask me the nice way. She asked me if I pooped myself. But she didn't ask me the nice way. I said, no. I said, why? She said, you got a big old chocolate stain right in your butt. Looks like you pooped yourself. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I found the restroom and I went and I looked and yeah. And it was embarrassing because the hoodie wasn't too long. So I had to, be pulling it down from the back. And
Yeah.
Alize wanted to go eat. I said, you know what, fam? I said, let's go eat. And then we got to call it a night. I said, I got to go home because I got to go change. I said, I can't be walking the market square with chocolate or whatever was on that freaking pole out there at the market square, right on my butt. I mean, really, really put a damper on me because my wife recorded it. And so when I went back and saw it, I was a little disappointed. I was a little embarrassed because that was my big debut. And long story short, don't wear white really at all because you never know. You never know what you're gonna sit on or what you're gonna lean on. And she always tells that story. That's why when I said my wife, because she always tells, because she swears that I didn't make it to the restroom, but I didn't have to go to the restroom at the time. I was just leaning on the wrong pole at the wrong time. So there's just a lot of things that me and Rev Ray have in common right now as we're going through this interview. It is so. I guess it was worth the year that we waited to get this interview going because we
Yeah, I
have a
agree,
lot in
man.
common, brother. Everything except the jerseys. Everything except the
Yeah.
jerseys. That's the only thing.
And the Cowboys. Apparently, you don't like the Cowboys, right?
Oh man, we can't talk
Bro.
about the Cowboys on here. I'm a Cincinnati Bengal fan, brother.
Oh my
I'm a
gosh,
Cincinnati Bengal
bro.
fan.
Well, I mean,
I'm a
it comes
Bengals
with the
fan.
territory, right? It comes with the Tiger. All right.
Really, I've been a Bengals fan ever since Icky Woods was playing back in the
Oh,
80s.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Because I love the Icky Shuffle. When he did that Icky Shuffle, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've always been. And the reason I'm not a Cowboy fan is because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm sorry. My mom owned the club back home where I used to, where I used to DJ at, and I was a big time. I was in elementary school, and I was a big time gambler. My buddies would be like, "Hey, let's go play some dice." I didn't know how the hell to play dice, so they're probably screwing me over. And then we'd bet on football. Back in the days, I was a Cowboy fan.
Mm.
Okay, and my friends were all Chicago Bears fans when they
Oh,
had
come on.
McMahon, they had Peyton, they had the fridge, and who's going to win? The Cowboys. $20, $20. I'm like, I got you 20. Oh, okay, here's another 20. Here's another 20. Here's another 20. So I was betting. I was dropping like $200-$300 that the Cowboys were going to win against the Bears. What happened? Cowboys lost.
Lost it.
Exactly. So I did not sleep, brother. And I beg my mom in heaven. I mean, I hope she don't punish me for this. But I would not sleep because I was up all night looking for that money bag. For the money bag where she, because we owned the club. She owned the club. And she had that money bag with all the money in it that she made that night. So I was up all night looking for that money bag everywhere. God help me. I found that money bag. I took out a couple of, here and there. I paid 20 here, 20 there. I was paying all my friends off. And then, my mom would be like, did somebody get into the money bag? I don't know, Mom. Who are your waitresses? I mean, I don't know. Who are your bartenders? I mean, so I blamed everybody for that. And
The degenerate gambler.
the Cowboys, I was in an elementary, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, 7th grade. I was a big Cowboy fan gambler. I would always bet the Cowboys are going to win. How much? How much? Man, them guys lost me. They lost me, I would say some thousands. My wife's probably looking at me like, you're like, no. Every one of my friends knew the Cowboys were garbage. And I was a big Cowboy fan. And back then, the Bears, they were unstoppable. Who could stop Walter Payton? I mean, you could not stop Walter Payton or McMahon.
Was
or
that the time
Fridge.
where Mike Ditka was with them?
That was Mike Ditka.
That was Mike Ditka era. That era was killer, man. The
Yes.
Bears. Yeah.
The
That's why they were
the Super Bowl champion Bears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yes, the Cowboys lost me a lot of money. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done with them Cowboys. And I feel that they've done that to everybody. I mean, how much money has everybody lost? How many beautiful days have y'all had celebrating? Not too many.
Not since 1995, bro.
Exactly. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The Cowboys had, back when they had Roger Staubach,
Come on now.
Tony Dorsett, when Tom Landry, Ed Too Todd Jones, Randy White.
Yeah.
Those were the good Cowboys. But then they
Roger
started
the Dodger, bro.
Yes.
Roger the Dodger.
So I cannot be a Cowboy fan because and like I said, you don't got too much to celebrate. But then again, you have the Cowboy fans that say, well, how many Super Bowls have y'all won? How many Super Bowls have y'all won? I think the Cowboys have the worst fans. Because they always throw that at me, man. How many Super Bowls rings do you have? Then
I think the Cowboy fan who never liked Dak Prescott. The Cowboy fan who didn't like Ezekiel Elliott. What is wrong with you guys? You know what I mean?
And my answer, my comeback now is, when was the last time y'all been to a Super Bowl?
Goodness gracious, 1995.
Thank you. And it's been, I think I was in the Super Bowl 3 years ago. So I have that's my comeback. Hey, I've been in the Super Bowl recently. So
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I'm not a Cowboy fan. My wife is a Ravens, Minnesota Vikings fan.
Oh no, she likes purple. That's why.
She loves purple. Yes,
Yeah,
that's how you know. My
that's
older
it.
son is a Chiefs fan because
No,
he follows Patrick Mahomes because of Texas Tech.
wreck 'em,
And
wreck 'em.
my other son is a Green Bay Packer fan. So we are a
Okay.
house divided. So we can
Oh
never
man.
really get along. We're always at war. Um, but I take it Rev Ray's a Cowboy fan. Is that correct?
Yeah, I only own two jerseys from the Cowboys, and it's Tony Dorsett, and Roger the Dodger. Those are the only two jerseys I own, man. Hands down.
Okay.
I mean, I like Aikman, Emmett, Irvin. Those are the greats too. Deion Sanders, they were all great, right? But
Uh-huh.
I refuse to buy a jersey other than those guys, right? Even them, like Aikman, Emmett, Alvin Harper, all those that generation, I'll buy. But any new art, no. You know what? Who I will? Parsons, Michael Parsons for sure. That's a Hall of Famer all day.
Oh, yeah, you got to give it. Yeah.
All day, he's gonna get inducted all day. That guy was.
Yeah.
His sack count is insane. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Yes.
That's a
Yes. I
Charles
mean,
Haley. That's a Charles Haley right there. You know what I mean? Like, whew,
oh, yeah.
come on now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised because usually when you bring up on the Tiger Eye show, anytime I bring up the Cowboys, man, that's worse than talking about the president, man. I mean, I get attacked, man. People start coming at me. Norma Salazar. I mean, I'm surprised all the Cowboy fans. I guess they're, I guess they finally know that they didn't even do good in the draft. I heard that they didn't even draft really good this year. Did y'all do good in the
Eh,
draft?
we got ourselves a new quarterback. Milton's coming.
And what good's that gonna do?
I
Y'all still
don't
with
know,
Dak
bro,
out
but
there.
we should have just stayed with Cooper Rush from the get go and just worked him. That's it.
And speak of a Cowboy fan, there you got your best friend Vicky V. We just picked Taylor Booker. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do for the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboy fan, whether we win or lose. We're gonna pray for you, Vicky. We're gonna pray
I
for
mean,
you.
I have an AFC. I have a couple of AFC teams, man. I mean, because we're not supposed to have AFC teams, right? You have a team, you have your team in football, but I do have an AFC team, and it would have to be. I love the Bills, man. I want a Jim Kelly jersey, bro. You know what I mean? Even the Oiler jersey, Steve McNair. You know what I mean? Those,
Oh,
yeah. Or Warren Moon. Whew. No,
oh
those are
man.
those are classic. Joe
Yes.
Montana, even for the Niners, man. You know what I mean? Steve
Old
Young.
school.
Yeah,
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 old school.
yeah.
I guess if you speak of the Niners, I would want probably what the heck is his name? Kaepernick.
Oh man, come on now, because that guy made a statement.
Yes, I would love. And it wasn't. And my thing is, Kaepernick was just a hell of a quarterback. You cannot take nothing away from him.
No,
I mean, he would scramble. I mean, he would do his thing. I mean, yeah, he did what he did, but you know what? I feel the freedom of speech is the
belief
freedom
shouldn't
of speech.
overcome the talent, bro.
Exactly.
That's the problem. Again, another gatekeeper. That's a gatekeeper to the NFL.
Hmm.
We don't want no one talking their heart or their feelings because, oh well, they're gonna put a bad name to us. No, that's it. Football's a sport. If he decided to say something, accept what he said, and go let bygones be bygones, and let the guy play the sport. You know,
Exactly. I
everybody
think
wants control.
that was a big mistake because that right there is to me, Kaepernick, dang, I mean, he was up there with Roger Staubach. I mean, he was great.
Hmm.
Kaepernick was a hell of a quarterback. I mean,
Hmm.
that would be the only 49er that I would probably buy a jersey, which we know it's not going to happen because I think everybody got rid of his jerseys.
I
But
gotta
yes,
find one somewhere on eBay.
I'm hoping. And con el favor de Dios, maybe I find it cheap too. Maybe
I'll
just
just make
somebody.
it. I'll just make it from fans' idea. Shout out fans' idea, man.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right. Um, but we're gonna keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Are you going to be performing anytime soon here at Fiesta
Yeah.
to give everybody your lineup?
Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be at Jaime's place. A friend of mine, well, Gio, Tarrasco Tropical. He
Uh-huh.
invited me out there to go, show off your Stacy's. That's the name of the show. Starts at 4 p.m. I'll probably just jump on stage to do two songs, Amigos and Poderosa, that we've run together, and maybe Cucaramácara. But I'm just actually going out there to hang out. So if people want to go out and chill and, you know, chop it up, I'll be out there. Sunday, though, we do have the Deco 2025 Fiesta presented by the Network for Young Artists. Network for Young Artists. They're presenting that Fiesta show. It's an event out there off of the Deco district on 211 Beale Street, right there on Fredericksburg. Um, Getting close to Woodlawn, right off of 410 in Fredericksburg. Uh, I'm sorry, I-10 and Fredericksburg. Yeah, yeah, around that area. I'll be performing there with Ali and Angel Miranda. It's gonna be the Shell Shock Records 3 showcase. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah. So there's gonna the network of young artists will be performing too, but it starts at 12. There's gonna be vendors. It's gonna be a vibe, man. We'll be out there performing. My full band will be out there, so you'll get a chance to catch us actually playing fully live and direct, man.
What time do you take the stage?
I take the stage at 7 p.m.
By 7 p.m. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Because I go in at 6 in the morning and I'll be out at 2:30. So that'll be plenty of time. Do you know where that's at, Mel?
It's right by that golf area, that putt golf area on Fredericksburg,
It's off of Fredericksburg,
where Deco Pizza was.
where Deco Pizza is.
It's now a Hawaiian restaurant called Maui's or something like that. But across the street, it's called the Deco District, and it's just like a building with a bunch of like space. So
Oh,
it's a
okay.
fiesta event there. Instead of having it downtown, I think they're having it. That's where the event's at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And another thing that I should have mentioned a long time ago, Rev Ray, does Rev Ray have merch?
Yeah, I do. I have merch. I do have a website. You can go on
Okay.
to it's Rev Ray at bandzoogle.com, Rev Ray Music at bandzoogle.com. Um, and yeah, I got shirts, hats, stickers. I got coffee mugs. I'm working
Ooh.
on some tumblers. Who doesn't like to have their nice cup here and there? But yeah, I got merch, man. I got merch for
Are
sure.
you gonna have some of that tomorrow
I,
out there?
I will have some merch. I'll have some merch on Sunday at the event for
Oh, it's
sure.
Sunday. Okay,
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah. And
Okay.
I also have other merch that I have. I have an apparel business. It's called Los Hijos Pródigos, the prodigal sons. And it's I don't like using the word religious because it's not religious. It's more of a relationship with God. What I was going with these shirts was the old school gangster who has now turned to Christ. And me and my wife and my kid, every morning before we hit the road or we go out about our day, we put on the armor of God. We suit up in the armor of God. That's Ephesians 6, and it means being G'd up from the feet up, godded up from the feet up. Helmet of salvation, breastplate of righteousness, shoes of peace, belt of truth, shield of faith, and the sword of the spirit. And we wear it in His holy name. So I decided to come up with a concept to sell to those that no longer are gangster or about that lifestyle, but still have that grit about themselves. From you know who you are, you know where you've
Mhm.
been, but it's okay to still now be a soldier for God. And I call it G'd up from the feet up, Los Hijos Pródigos. That's the slogan. So I do have a couple of shirts too, and those are Shockaware shirts. So those are the really nice thick shirt. You know what I mean? They're really,
Oh,
really,
okay.
really nice shirts. That California style gangster calligraphy. Diosito por siempre is another one that I have. And yeah, man, that's what Knuckle Up is about. Being G'd up from the feet up,
Oh, okay.
taking it to the enemy.
Wow. And
Yeah.
are and you gonna have that also out there too? that merch out there too?
Yeah, hopefully I'll have some ready for Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wow. I mean, I should have asked you that from the beginning. That way, everybody could know. Because, I mean, like we said earlier, I mean, everybody needs to have that hustle, in order to keep the music going.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's not cheap,
It's a brand, man. That's
especially if
how
you
we
want
sell
to work with
ourselves.
the best. You want to
Huh?
work with the best, it's going to cost you.
Yeah. That's how we sell ourselves, man. We gotta brand ourselves in everything we do. So I do music.
Mhm.
I sell salsa too. I have a salsa business. It's called Rev Ray's Creamy Jalapeno Salsa. Hopefully I'll have some on Sunday too. You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so and it's a really good product. I created it during COVID time. There was nothing to do and I just decided to sit in the kitchen and work on a product. And it's delicious. It sells.
And where can you get it? Or you just get individually
I
different people?
usually have people DM me on Instagram, so I make it fresh for them. And it's Rev Ray's Creamy Jalapeno Salsa. You type that into Instagram and you'll find it. And there's commercials. I've made my own little commercials for my product, and it's cool, man. I'm looking
Wow.
to eventually give it to Central Market, HEB. You know what I mean? And we'll see how that goes. But
Oh,
baby
heck yeah.
steps, baby steps, man.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
rushing. A good.
And when you give it to HEB, make sure it's HEB brand, because I work at HEB, so that way I can get the discount with my discount card.
Hey, HEB is always trying to take everybody's recipe and make it their own. So I would have
Uh,
no problem with that competition. You know what I mean? That's cool. Like that says if my product's good, it's worthy enough to be remade by something. So
so do you have like different flavors, like
yeah, I have
mild,
five.
spicy?
I have five different flavors. So the Red Race Creamy Jalapeno is a signature. It's creamy. It's green. Very light green, like a neon green. And then I have a creamy serrano, so that's hotter. I can make a mild one, but I also have Izzy's Red Dizzy, which is a part of it. It's a red. That one's a red one. I have Child's Homemade Chunky Salsa. I mean Child's Homemade Salsa, which is just like your average when someone comes and eats at your house. Oh, you have salsa? So I have that one too. And then I have la maciza. What is it? La tatemada maciza. That's what I call it. And it's just the chunky roasted, what I call it. And then they all have pictures and slogans. You know what I mean? Like they all look like Izzy's Red Dizzy's, like my daughter, with her hair like going crazy because it's so hot. And then I got mine like with flames coming out, singing into the microphone. It's really cool, man.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Hey, we're gonna have to grab some of that on Sunday, Mel. My wife's already wanting to get in the kitchen and start cooking.
so yeah.
Wow. Well, when she tastes that, now, because we'll probably have to get the mild one, because my wife don't like spicy. I like a little spicy. My son likes major spicy. So
Me too.
yeah, we're gonna have to jump into that, man. I'm glad that we got into that, because
Yeah.
how many people knew that you did salsa?
Yeah, you got to
Wow.
keep that hustling. And my last thing that I do is I'm in a construction business, man. Me and my brother, and I call him my baby daddy because he is my baby daddy, my daughter's dad. We have a business together called Hawkins Construction, and that's what we do. That's our 8 to 5. We're general contractors. So anyone who needs work out there, wherever is your guy, you let me know, man. Hawkins Construction.
Wow. The only thing that you're not doing is, do you make your own merch, or somebody makes your merch for you?
No, I have somebody who makes it for me. I got a good
Okay.
network, man. We got a good network, and Shelly's got a good team too. So we work together. I have my guys, she has her guys, and whoever's got the best price of y'all, just so y'all know.
Wow. Dang. So I mean, so both of y'all work together in making the merch?
I mean, we decide on what pictures we're gonna use, the logo. Shelly and her squad. What's his face? Oh, why am I drawing a blank? CH CH Dickerson. He
Okay.
you know who CH is, man. That guy came up with my logo. I love roses, bro. And he decided to put Rev Ray RR and then the roses at the end and the cross in the middle because of my faith.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
significant. It's significant to who I am. you know, and he came up with that logo and you know pictures here and there that we've taken. And Shelly kind of okay, we'll use that one or we'll use this. So we decide, you know, we're a team. That's what we are. We're a squad. You know, so we
Wow.
sit
So
down
I
at the
mean,
round table and decide what's going to be out there strategically. You know.
I think the only thing that you don't have is Fiesta medals.
No, I don't have a Fiesta medal, but that's a great idea. That
Wow.
is a
I
great
was hoping
idea.
you'd have a Fiesta medal so I could grab one.
Well,
Hmm.
goodness gracious, bro, how fast do you think I can work?
Oh man, I mean, you could
I'm
have
not.
one. You could have one probably by Sunday. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody's has Fiesta medals nowadays.
yeah.
I mean, I would like to make Fiesta medals. I just don't know where to go to make Fiesta medals.
Right, right, right,
That's
right,
my problem. I mean, I wish somebody would tell me who makes them
right.
so I can have Fiesta medals made myself. But I think you would do good with Fiesta medals. I
I hope
mean,
so. That would be great, especially at Fiesta. And I've done Fiesta twice, you know, three times in my career, and all three times have been well. This will be my third time. The last two were great. This one's gonna be even better.
so are you going to be performing at the Market Square
I won't be at the Market Square this time. We'll be at
at,
the Deco,
at
the
the
Deco
Deco?
District. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's more of a Fiesta event versus at the Fiesta at Market Square. Man, we did
Okay.
Market Square when the parade was happening one year at the end, at the at the the stage at the end. Man, bro,
Uh-huh.
that was probably the baddest, awesome time. Everyone's coming in from the parade, it's ending, and then they literally go into where we were at. And it was soul music. It was when I was Rev Ray and the Idle Hands. So it was different. It was all original. No covers. You know what I mean? So they were
Wow.
just blown away by who's this? What is he singing? And some of them were like, man, that fool sings like he's black. You know the shock value, man. It's so cool, man. I just love doing this. This is the best.
Wow. Um, okay. Uh, if anyone wants to get a hold of Rev Ray, how can they get a hold of you, brother?
You can go to all social media platforms under Rev underscore Ray underscore music. That's TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. You can Google that if you want, Rev Ray Music, and I'll pop up in some places, which is pretty cool to say. If you want to listen to my music, you can go to all digital platforms. That means from Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon to Pandora, you name it, man. YouTube, you'll find it. The album's called Rev Ray, Ritmos y Raíces. And if you're looking to book anything, book any events, Shelly.Lares at shellshockrecords3.com, man. And yeah, for sure.
Wow. Big, we got some more Tiger Eye Show family members in the house. We have Hilda Peña, HP
Hey,
Promotion, Jose Luis Alcala Gonzalez in the house. Much love, much love. We are here with my brother from another mother, Rev Ray. We have Irene Mendoza. Much love, much love. Conjunto Norteño Pecadores in the house. My prima Esther Ayala Silva, tuning in all the way from Hereford, Texas in the house.
nice.
Belen Ruby Rod in the house. Michelle
Hey,
Cuellar in the house. Janet C. Salgado in the house. Ernestine Nino in the house. Ronnie Mendoza Peña in the house. Marlene Magana Ani in the house. Annette Torres Mills in the house. Wow, man, you bring a crowd with you.
that's you, bro.
That's it. Vicky V. We talked about this. I honestly wasn't sure what to think of Rev when I met him, but I knew he would make it in the industry because he was very persistent. He wanted to start doing interviews right then and there, so we did.
That's right. We did.
Yes, yes. Well, once again, I'd like to say thank you to Vicky V, Victoria's Promotions. She's the one that got this interview together. She's the one that kept Tiger.
Thank
You
you,
need
Vicky.
Rev Ray. Tiger, have you gotten Rev Ray? Have you gotten Rev Ray? I'm like, Vicky, I don't even know how to get a hold of this young man. She's like, I got you. And she turned tables, she made things happen. And thank you once again to Vicky V, Victoria's Promotions. Thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you,
Naomi
Vicky.
Villegas is in the house. Much love going out to Naomi Villegas. We are here with my brother from another mother, Rev Ray, who is under Shell Shock Records. He's going to be performing. Um, Once again, one more time for all the newcomers, where are you going to be performing so they can catch you?
Deco District, 211 Beale Street, 7 o'clock. The show actually starts from 12 p.m. to 9 o'clock. But I go on at 7. There'll be Ali will be there, and Angel Miranda from the Shell Shock Records. It's a Shell Shock Records 3 showcase. So 3 showcase. So make sure to please be out there and enjoy yourself. And hey, come and say hello, man. Come and say hi. Catch a vibe. We're gonna have a blast out there.
And the most important thing, Rev's going to be he's going to have merch out there. Y'all go out there, y'all go support. I believe probably all the artists are going to have merch. That's the biggest way to help out an artist is by supporting them, not only in their music but in their merch. Buy the merch. Y'all hit up Rev Ray. He's got some salsa out there. He's got I mean, he does everything. Oh,
That's one of them. All right.
wow.
And then we got the logo, which is we got some different hats too. So we got the Rev Ray hat.
Oh, wow.
Well. And then we got the actual. We got some of these coming too. Okay, so we got some of these bad boys, Tiger Maes.
Oh,
They got that rattlesnake look, you know what I mean? In red, we got them in white. We'll be getting the logo on there too, you know what I mean?
Oh, that is nice.
We got the red and black coming too. So those will have the logo soon. Hopefully I'll have them on Sunday. And then we have this is one of my top sellers. No one really wants my face on their body, but a logo really goes hard, you know?
Oh, snaps. My wife would love that one.
And it's got my nickname on it, El Hijo de la Tierra del Sol, the son from the Sun City, man. So,
wow, that was nice.
yeah.
But that's some awesome merch. You know what? I'm surprised that, I mean, like Jenny B, how her merch is her cowboy hats.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't marketed because every performance I've seen you wear those kind of hats.
Yeah.
So is that something?
We are. I think big, right? Outside the box. I sport Stacey Adams all the time. Brixton, or Biltmore. So if y'all are watching or you get to hear this interview, I support you guys all the time. Shoes, shirts, hats, jackets. I love class. My pops always taught me class never dies. So
exactly,
I'll be throwing you a hip hop jam in a suit.
I've seen that.
That's me.
I've seen everything you wear. I mean, so far the performances I've seen you're wearing, that's why my wife is like, is he like the lowrider? I'm like, well, I don't know. I've never met the guy, but that's what he seems like. I mean, because everything, the performances from head to toe. I mean, you got that old school vibe.
Oh, I love my cultura, man. Come on now, Chicano culture all day. You know what I mean?
And I've noticed the hats. The hats, you're just like Oscar from La Mafia. You have the same, your hats are always, and
it's my signature, bro. You can't have it. If when I die, put my black hat, my black shirt, and my microphone in a case. That's just that. That picture on that shirt, that's what I want everybody to remember me by. On that Sure 55, singing my heart out to the world,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep right there. Wow. We're gonna keep sending out shout outs to Marisa Martinez Ayala. Much love, the wife of Luis Ayala from Grupo La Fiebre. Thank you, Marisa. We are live with Rev Ray. Well, Rev, thank you. I apologize, Rev. I know that, you have a lot of music out there, but I think the Tiger Eye Show family members got a lot of knowing who Rev Ray really is. Because to me, you really don't get to know the artist the way you're really supposed to. Because what do? You come in, you perform, you take pictures, you leave,
Hmm.
and that's it. I
Yeah.
mean, who really gets to know who Rev Ray really is? I mean, you know, I've even had people want to know what's the artist's favorite food.
Oh,
I mean,
hamburgers, cheeseburger all day. It's a cheeseburger. It's got to be Whataburger for sure, with just cheese and lettuce and mayonnaise. We call it the chivo back home in El Paso. There's a spot called Hamburger Inn, but a chivo. I walk in and they have a chivo, and they know what it is. It's meat, cheese, mayo, and lettuce. That's it.
wow,
That's my
and
favorite.
and it's Whataburger's your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, see, it's just little things like that, little questions like that. That I mean, a lot. I mean, I've had people ask me, "Hey, you didn't even ask them what their favorite food is," and I'm like, "Okay." So now I'm putting it on my agenda to remember. Okay, what's the artist's favorite food? Because, like they say, we don't get to.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So my favorite restaurant, Chama Gaucha, hands down.
Okay, so we know Shelly be paying you fat then. We know Shelly be paying you some fat money because that's not no.
I work hard, bro. I work hard. You'll never see me sleep. People are like, man, you need to get some sleep. I'm like, what is that? What is sleep?
Vicky, you're lying, Vicky. You've never said Chamagacha is your favorite, Vicky. And if you've gone there without DJ Tiger Maes, shame on you, young lady. Wow. Dang, now that's serious right there. You say Chama. I mean, I've never been. Have we never been to Chama, huh? We went to Braseos. That's the
Oh, that's
closest.
cool, man. That sounds good too.
Yeah, I've never been to Chama, but I've heard that Chama's got some good food. Yeah, my boys could afford it. Me and my wife, we can't afford Chama. I mean, we
Stop.
yes. I gotta get more sponsors or something in order to be able to afford Chamagacha. Golly, you threw me for a loop there. Vicky, it's called going out on a date. Who the heck are you dating that's gonna afford Chamagacha? That's what I want to know. Wow. We're gonna have to interview Vicky V. I mean, because she never told me she's never even been to Chamagacha. So, but yes. Thank you, Rev. Like I said, y'all be looking out for Rev. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, Rev.
Hey, man.
We're still gonna play some more of your music before we say goodnight. But I figured, you know what? This is an interview that me and you have been trying to schedule forever.
Yeah.
And lately, from a lot of the Tiger Eye Show family members, I've gone that they would like for me to get more personal with the artist,
Mhm.
just to get a feel for them, just so they can know more about them, because like they said, Tiger, we know their songs,
Mhm.
we know this, we know that, but
We don't know
we
them.
like to know a little more about them.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you got all that hustle. I mean, nobody would have ever thought about that. Nobody would have ever known you make hot sauce. I mean, that's something phenomenal. I mean, I don't know no artist out there that makes hot sauce. I mean, or what, babe? Other than Chris Pettis, yeah. I mean,
Oh, that's right.
yeah. I mean, but you have a lot of hustle out there. I mean, which is awesome. I mean, and then what really fascinated me about you, brother, is your faith and how
Oh, yeah.
you said that you always include God in all your music, which is so awesome, so beautiful. That right there is something that makes you very, very, very special, especially with DJ Tiger Maes. And I know all my Tiger Eye Show family members because the Tiger Eye Show is all about family. It's all about unity, and it's all about helping each other out in
Mhm.
any way we can. I mean, that's why I say me and you, we click because it's not about me. Like I say, it's my show, but it's not my show. It's the Tiger Eye Show family show.
Thank you.
It's for each and every one of y'all.
Well, thank you for having me. That's for sure, bro. I appreciate it. And that, no apologies needed for the time. I always, we're on time. God had us on time today. You know what I mean? It was long overdue for this reason, to have this interview. You know what I mean?
Thank you. And that's why when you ask me how long is it going to take, as you can
That's
see,
just
the
my
Tiger
normal
Eye
routine.
Show,
How long, bro?
anybody could tell you the Tiger Eye Show has a history of 3 to 4 hours is all my shows. And as you can see, and I haven't even touched on a lot of the music. It's just getting to know the artist, like I said, is the most important part.
Mhm.
And getting to promote you. And now people know, hit up Rev if you want some salsa. Hit up Rev for his merch. Hit up Rev because he does, construction, all that. I
Mhm.
mean, basically, or if you need music, hit up Rev because he's a great composer. I mean, that to me, that's what's important because that's what's going to feed the family.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what puts, like everybody says, bread and water on that table.
Amen.
And once again, real quick, thank you to your wife.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you to your wife because, like you said, family time is most important time. To your wife and your kids,
Mhm.
give them a big old hug from DJ Tiger Maes and my wife,
I will. Thank you.
Melanie Mays. Because like you said, I mean, we doing this in this industry and we're not making no money out of it like we should be, and we're taking quality time away from our family.
Mhm.
And that's what to me means a lot. Family is always number one. And thank you to your wife for sharing you with us.
Thank you.
You
No,
know,
thank you. I'll let her know. I'm sure she's watching. So
so thank you to your wife for blessing us, with your presence.
thank you.
Thank
No,
you,
thank
thank you,
you. I
thank you.
appreciate kind words, man.
Thank you. I mean, and I look forward, hopefully, con el favor de Dios, we can make it on Sunday. And my wife, she already got all the information. She's the navigator because she knows how to get to places. Because I still don't, I ain't familiar with San Antonio because, like I said, we're not from here.
Mhm.
So she does all the driving. And thank you to Vicky V for setting this up.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Love you,
Vicky.
girl. Love you.
Thank you. You're a huge
Love you.
blessing. And we are good. It's about time for us to say goodnight, but we're going to leave you with a
Awesome.
back to back of Rev Ray. Thank you, Rev. We look forward to seeing you. May God bless you.
Thank you.
And,
Likewise. God bless you too. To you and
and
your
thank
wife
you to
for
Shelley.
having me, man.
Thank you. And thank you, Shelly. Keep up the good work. And ya con esa lo despedimos. A little something going like this. Chucoto.
Chuco, Michuco, El Paso, Michuco, town anthem.
Exactly. Are y'all ready? Well, you know what? Yeah. Well, dang, I got so many there. You know what? We're just gonna give y'all a whole bunch of Reverend. So let's get it. And this live is not only on my Facebook, it's also on my YouTube channel, Bobby Joe Mays. Y'all go type in Bobby Joe Mays on YouTube, and you can see this live. Once again, thank you, Reverend. Ya con eso despedimos. Good night.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Good night, guys. God bless you.
Esta canción, un santo cumbión dedicada a mí el paso. Montañas y tierra iluminan la estrella como arte de Picasso. La sangre que corre en nuestras venas mexicanas con dolor y penas nos hace madurar, no hay que llorar, somos
solo. Pónganse trucha, arriba la lucha. No hay que sufrir para sonreír. Griten si me escuchan, así me despido. Yo no los olvidaré. Con mi puño en el aire, adiós mi ciudad del sol.
Hold it down. From H-Town to Chuco Town. Missy Baker. And that boy Rev Ray. It's that Texas shit, baby.
Caramba, cara títere fue. Cucarama, cara títere fue.
Presentando desde las calles de San Antonio, Texas, para todo el mundo, Red Ray, Tarasco Tropical.
Cucarama, cara títere fue. 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 Tú fuiste de la que yo me enamoré. Tu sonrisa ilumina de noche y de día. Ojitos de miel, cabello hermoso color del café, piel de caramelo bien suave. El amor que me das, yo me derretiré, yo me derretiré. Día en la chamba pasó en mi camino, esa mujer la que me lleve a mi destino. Le dije mi compa es la única pa' mí. 6 años después casados con niños, qué vida tan loca. Le dije cariño, te pido perdón de todo lo que yo fui. Me dijo, te amo, también fui culpable. Difícil amarte los días de antes, pero nuestro amor es un milagro de Dios.
Esa monita linda, la que yo enamoré, con rezos y deseos yo la hipnoticé. Mamita chula, ven y dame un beso, abrázame tantito, rico y suavecito. Esa carita blanca pareces angelito, volemos hacia arriba, tú y yo solitos. Esto va para largo, hasta el infinito, no hay nada en este mundo que sea más bonito.
Abriste mis ojos un tiempo después, brillante, la vida un día a la vez. Llegaremos al cielo bailando y gozando tú y yo, gozando tú y yo. Cucarama, cara títere fue. 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 Ay, 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 mami.
deciding what to do. Oh, that door of opportunity.
Now that's what I want to butcher, I promise. I used to spend my nights out in the ballroom.
Get on it, brother. Get on it.
But you rescue me from what I'm
Oh, yeah.
You brought me back. Tennessee whiskey, you're a sweet strawberry wine.
Oh, yeah.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy. But I say no, I love all the time. Love is love, you know, the same old place, yeah. But when you pull out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love taking me high. You're as smooth Tennessee whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I see you storm all the time.
Get it, brother. Hey, hey.
You're a smooth Tennessee whiskey. You're a sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. You're gonna I say it's gone. Oh, you're all the time. You're a smooth Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Chelsea whiskey. That's
What's up? I'm at the park, inspired. A long time ago, I wrote a song for my girl. And sorry about the breeze or, the back noise, but I'm out here in the wilderness. Singing spirit. I figured I'd sing your song. It's called Smile. Those eyes, that long black hair, the way she looks at me, oh my God, that stare. Da Vinci Code, someone nobody knows. Mesmerizing smile, oh so beautiful. But there she goes, sexy, from her head down to her toe. Skinny glow so vibrantly, I feel her, yes, she's her wanting me. She's close, lips to lips and nose to nose. Oh, how wonderful it is to see her smile. Oh, yeah. Never says too much, even when she's getting mad. She even prays for us. So our happy days are sad. So all I wanna do is share this peaceful life with you. Grow old and gray until my dying day is through. There she goes, sexy, from her head down to her toe. Skin that glows so vibrantly, I feel it that she's wanting me. She's close, lips to lips and nose to nose. Oh, how wonderful it is to see her smile. Smile. Smile, la 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 la. Ooh, 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 ooh. Smile. Yeah. Walking through the light, head held high, only speaks in volume for you to recognize. A dirty little peddler from the street, but the richest man alive. Wisdom, tranquility, and peace of mind helps him to survive. And he said, if you don't grind, you don't shine. Don't waste your time on the line. Stay golden in silver lining. And remember, the truth shall set you free. If you don't grind, you don't shine. Don't waste your time on the line. Stay golden in silver lining. And remember, the truth shall set you free.
Oh yeah, what's good right there? Let's get into this special Friday edition of the Tiger Maes Show. Y'all keep following my brother from another mother, Red Ray. feel. But brother Bless is so shocked the record's very own.
I looked her in the eyes one day. She hardly knew my name. Reflecting on them gentle words, all the things she used to say. So I grabbed her from a wrinkled, frail hand and put it on my heart, ensuring to remind her we will never be apart. And I said, if you don't rhyme, you don't shine. Don't waste your time on the line. Stay golden in silver lining. And remember, the truth shall set you free. If you don't rhyme, you don't shine. Don't waste your time on the line. Stay golden in silver lining. And remember, the truth shall set you free. And all I've learned was simply to repeat. Having greater purpose, claiming victory in a defeat, yeah. Seeds will grow into trees of light, ensuring no more struggle, so we can have a better life. If you don't rhyme, you don't shine. Don't waste your time on the line. Stay golden in silver lining. And remember, the truth shall set you free. If you don't rhyme, you don't shine. Don't waste your time on the line. Stay golden in silver lining. And remember, the truth shall set you free.
Levántate, vas a llegar tarde al trabajo, ya es bien tarde.
Ay, pinche.
Made this.
Knuckle up, grab your Bible and the armor of God. It's time to step in the ring, go toe to toe with the fraud. We staying prayed up, keeping our hearts on the word, swinging the sword of the spirit. Yo, I don't know what you heard. Never thought that I'd be flowing for the kingdom of Jesus, but I see the sacrifice He made for me to believe, so I can go into this battle against the one that is cunning, taking my time in the valleys. Cause homie, I ain't running. I'm about the local standing tall in the face of my recovery. I can do all things is what I've learned in my discovery. Opposition of addiction is connection with God. Stacking my 24s every day, yo, that's all that I got. Don't get it twisted, I clench your fists and chuck up the flaws. I fail daily in my flesh so y'all can hold the applause. But when I'm burning in my sin, I look up to the Messiah, champion of champions, the fourth man in the fire. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Homies, I'm bobbing and weaving, Jesus is coming with me. Calling my people, my sinners, my fellow addicts and fiends. It's time to take up our crosses and fight this fight on our knees. Look, give me Bible and the armor of God. It's time to step in the ring, go toe to toe with the throne. We staying prayed up, keeping our hearts on the word, swinging the sword of the spirit. Yo, I don't know what you've heard. Look up, grab your Bible and the armor of God. It's time to step in the ring, go toe to toe with the throne. We staying prayed up, keeping our hearts on the word, swinging the sword of the spirit. Yo, I don't know what you heard.
See your brother struggle, keep it humble and help him hold the weight. War is living victorious, boy, I ain't talking Golden State. It's a war we in to kill off sin. Who made it a competition? Started weak, but my aim changed when the time came to finish the mission. Gotta stay focused, ain't no doubt to why we do this. A rank of equal soldiers, purchased for freedom, no excuses. Preaching Jesus lives, pick up a cross and keep it moving. You can feel them knuckles hit, just like the beat in this music.
Look, give me Bible and the armor of God. It's time to step in the ring, go toe to toe with the throne. We staying prayed up, keeping our hearts on the word, swinging the sword of the spirit. Yo, I don't know what you've heard. Look up, grab your Bible and the armor of God. It's time to step in the ring, go toe to toe with the throne. We staying prayed up, keeping our hearts on the word, swinging the sword of the spirit. Yo, I don't know what you heard. Todo lo puedo en Cristo que siempre fortalece. What's the matter with you, homie? Though this isn't just a lesson. Holy scripture to paint a picture for the one who's riding with you. The only G that you need, our Father, the Spirit fixer. Thank you, Father, for all the things that you do, for all the love that you give, for making things on you. I have strengthened my weakness, and it's all cause of you. Praying, preaching, evangelizing on your good news. My slogan, G'd up from the feet up like Ephesians 6. Walking around this sinful dirt, wearing my peaceful kicks. I stay fitted on salvation, a new era of life. Suited up in the armor, my spirit ready to fight. Look, give me Bible and the armor of God. It's time to step in the ring, go toe to toe with the throne. Staying prayed up, keeping our hearts on the word, swinging the sword of the spirit. Yo, I don't know what you've heard. Look up, grab your Bible and the armor of God. It's time to step in the ring, go toe to toe with the throne. We staying prayed up, keeping our hearts on the word, swinging the sword of the spirit. Yo, I don't know what you heard.